And we are live! Back at it again with another Lego Danny Bob live stream. Let's put this back a little bit. That's better. Alright, today we are building part 2, box 2 of the UCS AT-AT. And this is a very thin instruction manual, as you can see here. So it shouldn't take too long, right? No, wrong. This is all bag 5. I dumped it out ahead of time, but I actually missed a small bag right here. There's yet another child bag. And that's not all. There is bag 6 and bag 7 on the floor. Brixie is actually still live streaming, has been since earlier this afternoon, and they were working on the feet as well. He was doing the belly, and then I think Mrs. Brixie was doing the feet. And I think she did like all 4 feet at the same time because I think they're just duplicates. They are duplicated. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it like that because that's too many pieces on the build table. But anyways, we got lots of people in the chat, mostly Mike the Psych, who's counting it down for us. Oh, we've got Cajun Yeti, hello there. Jay is saying hey to Cajun. We got G Card, heyo, what's up? And Missing in Action, MAA, what's up? How you doing? How you been? You've been missing in action. I haven't seen you for a while. And of course, Mike the Psych, counting it down. And that is everyone. Give me bricks. That's my last person there. All right. Thank you guys for letting me know that you're in the chat. And today is going to be another chill build stream here as we are working on this monster of a set. Again, the instruction manual is very thin, but don't let that fool you. There's a lot of pieces. Actually, we have more pages, intro pages, a couple of pages here. So this one says, go for the legs. T-47 snow speeders. I didn't actually know that they were T-47 snow speeders. I actually think for a while they called them air speeders, and then they changed it to snow speeders, like to make it easier for people or something. Also, Just Build It is in the chat, and VO2 Max, what's up? Hello. I'll give you a wave right back. The section here talks about the design and sturdiness of the legs. So I think they were working on this for a long time to figure out how they were going to stabilize the weight of the model. So they use wheels, 8 wheels placed on top of an arc element. So that's what we're going to see here this evening. That's a different language. That's also a different language. I'm like, wow, there's so much here. That's in 4 different languages. New building technique. So Technic turntables. I think that's what was used in the like hip part that connects, the hip flexor, as I like to call it. Those turntables that lock in together. So it looks like those are used in the knees as well. So there are a total of 8 different spots that you use this handy dandy tool to crank it so that it goes through the gears and you can reposition. That's a lot. That's pretty intense. Mr. Blue, Lego Mike, what's up guys? Glad to see you in the chat. And it looks like that is all for our intro. I like that they are, again, talking about how they have completely plated off the legs so that you don't see any of the Technic inside. Okay, we do build all 4 feet at the same time. Here is what that looks like. I'll pull it back a little bit. It's actually not very focused. Bag 5 is the paws. Bag 6, you start to build the ankles. And then bag 7, the calves. The good old AT-AT calves. So, I'm going to work on that. This thing looks an awful lot like a calf. Like a small cow. Times 4. Oh boy, this is just going to be... We're going to fly, honestly, because if it's times 4, I don't know, it's a lot of pieces, but we're just building the feet to get started with. So that's not too bad, because it's a lot of the same piece, so it's really easy to sort out, get this going here. I was watching Thor Ragnarok right before this. I didn't finish it, so I'm going to have to finish that later. I watched it a long time ago, but like I hadn't seen many of the Marvel movies in that phase of Marvel, so like I had no idea what I was watching. And now I'm like, oh, I totally get it now. It makes a lot more sense. So in case you're wondering, I'm having a very lazy Saturday. I think when you sleep more, it makes you more tired. Today I was just tired. Really didn't do anything. Didn't get anything done. I had so many plans, so many ideas of things I could work on, and just didn't quite happen. Started to. I have the Titanic down because I'm trying to do a little review video on it now, but I got a lot more to do on that one. Lot of work because we didn't time lapse it or anything, but I'm trying to download the 6-hour stream or 7-hour stream that we did for it. And that it's only like 3.5 gigabytes, I think. But downloading that for some reason takes 4 hours. So it's not done downloading yet. And I just wanted to use a few snips of that. But is there really any better way to get like a few snips of a long video than downloading it? Any ideas? I don't know. So I'm just downloading it. So many parts, yes. And yeah, sleep, especially. Like I just said, I slept so much today. Because obviously waking up really, really early, not last night, but the night before, takes its toll like 2 days later. So I think that's what also happened is today is the 2 days after messing up your sleep schedule, waking up at 3 a.m. and then expecting to be fine the next day. That's me for you. I should be fine, yeah. I'm just gonna go to bed early, get 5 hours of sleep, and then drive for 5 hours, and I'll be fine. It's the price I'm willing to pay, in addition to the price I'm willing to pay for this set right here. Gary, hello from Ireland. Thank you for joining in. How are you, Gary? Are you working on a Lego set yourself? I know that a few people who were joining the stream yesterday were working on some Lego sets, specifically the AT-AT. Tech was working on his. Josh Gage was working on his. We had quite a few people in the chat actually working on this set. So that was kind of cool. Also getting to hear about like what part people are on and how they're finding it along the way. It's really cool. Yeah, this is just a lot of same parts. So this is a lot of moving pieces. Not like moving pieces, but like I'm just grabbing all the pieces. So these are gonna go like that. These feet are about to be so cool. Like in like 30 minutes from now, they're gonna be really cool. Out of all the Marvel movies, since I just watched Thor Ragnarok, which one is your guys' favorite if you like Marvel movies? Because now that I'm rewatching Ragnarok, I'm like, okay, actually this is a contender. Doctor Strange is probably still like my favorite, I think. I really like Doctor Strange. He is definitely a similar kind of narcissistic kind of character like Iron Man. And so I think there's that element that he brings since Iron Man is no longer. So that's cool. And then I forgot that Doctor Strange was in Ragnarok. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually so funny. Holding that in a weird way. Also, of course, as always, was Black Friday shopping earlier today. Just to check, just to see if there was any other deals that I needed to consider. Because that's the thing, is like, you might not need it now. Oh boy, look at me, justifying purchases I may have made. You may not need it now, but if you know you're gonna need it and it's on sale. So I was on Steam earlier, and you know when there's games on your wish list that go on sale? Well, let's just say they all went on sale. I only spent $30 and I got 7 titles, and one of them was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That one came out just 2 years ago, I think. Never played it. Big Assassin's Creed fan. Garrett is building a shopping mall complex with 27 floors. Holy cow, that's insane. Oh my gosh. VO2 Max, my AT-AT hasn't arrived yet, so I'm building the Dorito TIE Fighter. Nice. I recently just picked that one up for 55. Yeah, it's bounced around a little bit, but I think I got it from Best Buy for 55. I think that's what it was. Zavi, I think, also had a sale on it, but I don't know if they still do. Zavi still has good sales on like R2, the Falcon, maybe the ISD, a couple others. Mr. Blue, Mr. Blue. Lego Mike. It has indeed been a long time. Hey, Samad. I can't remember the last time. Was it when I was calling you Sam? You want to go still by Samad, right? I think so. But yes, it has been a while. And Tech is in the chat too? What is up, Tech? Have you gotten the feet done on your AT-AT yet? I really can't wait to put my AT-AT when it's finished on a glass table and then take pictures from underneath like they do for the cat photos. I've been waiting like months to do this. Oh my gosh. Of course I'll see this, Samad. Of course. I see you guys all. I might get a little busy, but I'll always check the chat. Should you worry about quality when making a vid or making like 3 vids that are not that good? Mike the Psych. That depends on what platform you're posting on. A lot of people say if you're posting short form content, posted is better than perfect. But I would say if it's for YouTube, put a little extra effort in, because YouTube generally has longer videos and watch time is a very important metric for YouTube. So I'd say quality is important. Don't overdo it if it's gonna like take ages, but definitely consider quality over quantity for YouTube. Oh boy, these are getting big very fast. They're like snowflakes. No, where's Jay? Jay, these are shuriken right here. I was using the turntable plates, but no, these right here could pass. You just need one more spike, I'm pretty sure. Don't do that. Anybody know how to like get rid of that little viewfinder? It pops up maybe like every 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. It's completely beyond my understanding. Wisteria's here too. VO2, you got yours from Best Buy as well. That was the deal. That was the deal. Just saw a lighting kit for the Titanic. Ooh, I haven't seen what the lighting kits look like for it yet. Oh, it's right here. I'm like looking up. I actually brought it down because I'm gonna take some videos of it before it sinks. What? Now I kind of want to just build a bunch of shuriken. That'd be kind of fun. You don't mind if I call you Samad? All right, cool. Legs are all attached. Tech, dang, like the full legs, not just the nubs, right? I should probably bring it over. You can see the back leg right there. Okay, there we go. My depth perception, man. Oh my gosh. All right, see you, Mike the Psych. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I will be getting the legs all attached by the end of the stream. But right now, I just got to get all these shuriken built. I never finished Naruto. I think I only ever made it to like season 3. And there's like 20 seasons. So if I finished, I mean, I didn't get very far. Alright, so far, it's very satisfying. It's a very satisfying build. Oh, now I have to put 1x1s on? I take that back. That's 8 1x1 plates per, because, oh geez. This is gonna take me a little bit. Yeah, so, because I was tired today, I was like, what do you do when you're tired? You know, do you drink more caffeine? Or do you just let yourself rest? Because part of me is like, I want to do stuff in my head, but then sometimes you also need to like take a rest. So I was like, I guess I'll just watch something because that's probably the only. It's like the only thing that you can do where you might, and I say gain something from it because it's like, okay, it's like maybe content or something. But when you're tired, I guess watching something is really the only option. So I didn't feel like medicating myself with caffeine was a very good idea at this hour. I'd be up again until 3 a.m. I wouldn't say that I'm caffeine sensitive. I would say that caffeine's just effective for me. Yeah, it's effective. Like I was talking about before, we switched coffees, and now in the house we have Black Rifle coffee. And usually I just have like one of the Starbucks cake cup pods, which has like a whole like 85 grams of caffeine. Milligrams, not grams, holy cow. So I'm literally like upping my dosage times 2. So I'm like, maybe I need to take it easy with that a little bit. This adult caffeine stuff is serious business. Be careful. What's on my coffee mug? This is, it's hard to see. It says, I'll be gnome for Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas. And it's actually just water. I promise. Yeah, I actually like mugs. I only have mugs in my room. I don't have any like regular water glasses. So like I drink a cup of water every morning when I wake up. Gotta have, hydration for the skin, and especially after you sleep. It's a really good idea, and it helps just boost your metabolism and everything in the morning. So always drink a cup of water in the morning. These are all left wings. Where's all the right wings? And so yeah, I always just have like a mug that I'm drinking out of. And then the T-Foles, when they went on family vacation, they got this from Disney Springs for me. So that's my full name, in case you guys didn't know. Everyone calls me Danny, but I guess like my mom calls me Danielle sometimes, but yeah. And plus now it's cold, so I feel like having a mug with you at all times is very appropriate. Never know when you're gonna need something hot. Now they're even cooler looking shuriken. Yeah, taking it easy is the way. Yes, thank you for affirming that, Jay. Watcha! Fooling with bricks is in the house. What's a going on, man? I'm a Mario now. Gosh. Whoa. Yeah, this morning I was like, oh yeah, I'll wake up and I'll catch the last of the Beyond the Brick 24-hour stream. Woke up at 11. It's over. So good thing I watched a lot of it yesterday. I can rewatch it, of course, but oops. I mostly just wanted to see the very end of it because that's when everyone gets super tired and like delirious. And then, they say funny things. I also wanted to see who won because it was a raffle. Every person who donated $5 was entered into the raffle. So I wanted to see who won the UCS AT-AT. Anybody know by chance? I haven't looked into it. It was a lazy day today, for sure. I'm glad this has me building all 4 feet at once. Like, they've definitely made this efficient. I appreciate the efficiency. I think there were other giveaways as well. Oh, that's right. Martin had a giveaway. He went through his entire Lego room and filled a box of stuff, and somebody won. And Martin has good stuff too, like Star Wars stuff. So whoever won that got a pretty good what's it called? Like a pretty good deal. No, they got good stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Scott. Great set. Have you built it? Do you have it? But that's what I'm feeling like. Some people were inquiring, like, hey, how is it? Like, how's the set? And I'm like, honestly, the build part of it is more fun than the UCS Falcon. And I know that everyone, like 9 out of 10 people, will say that the Falcon is the best set of all time, which I don't disagree with. But like in terms of building, this has been a lot more enjoyable. Like I said last night, it was a labor of love to build the Falcon. So just different. Yes, I'll take sand green on my aqua blue. That is not the best color combo. Oh. Scott, yeah, we chilling right now, bro. Good to hear. How was everyone's Saturday thus far? For me, it feels like this weekend has lasted an eternity. Well, technically, it's only Saturday, so like tomorrow night, I'll really be saying this because we had Thanksgiving on Thursday, and then we had Black Friday shopping yesterday, and today's just Saturday, and we have yet a whole nother day tomorrow. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Oh, I do. I have plenty of things I'm doing, but it's just so nice. It's been a while since we've had like a holiday or mini vacation, if you will. It feels like it's been a mini vacation the last few days. Like I was playing games, been playing that Lego game on Apple Arcade. I'm up to level 38 now. Take that. I bet there's only a few people. No, I'm just kidding. There's probably a lot of people that are that level. There's actually a PvP area for this Lego game called Castaways. There's actually PvP. I was kind of surprised when I found this out because you actually attack the other players. They spawn in like 4 of like the bad guys. So there's like Jawas, there's sand people, stormtroopers, but then there's 3 other actual players. And depending on what their like abilities are that they've unlocked, some of these guys are really OP. So I would get spawned in and one guy would have like 100 points. Like you destroy stuff and the other people and you get like the points for it. And then when you kill the person with the most points, you get their points. And yeah, this guy had like so many. And he was just unstoppable. He had this like ability where if you run, he just like teleports and destroys you. And I was like, well, that's not very fair. I can't escape. It's really funny. So yeah, that is a surprisingly good game that could easily be like a paid game on Nintendo Switch. I don't have a Switch, but if that were on Switch, I would almost consider getting a console just to play that. But I think there is actually another Star Wars game in the works that they're going to release for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, I mean, yeah, a lot of things are actually happening in the world of Star Wars gaming. Because I got a couple of titles. I got like Galactic Battlegrounds, one of the first games I ever played. Actually, one of the first games I ever played on PC was Pod Racers. And Pod Racers was on sale for $3 on Steam. And oh my gosh, guys, you need to go check it out. I like played with a controller, and I just remember like I was so young, like single digits young. My dad walks down. It's like time for bed, but I'm like doing well, and he was actually like impressed, and I felt like such a champion because I was like I'm not in bed yet, and Dad's not even telling me to go to bed yet because he's so impressed with my gaming skill level. I don't know, whatever it was. That Pod Racer game was fun, and I know that I was really bad at it, actually, and I probably played the same level over and over and over again. But that was gaming way back when. Somebody here? So we've got now fat decorated shurikens. Suspicious, what's up? Tech, my weekend started Wednesday night with a couple days off for work. couple days off of work for the release. It's been so nice. Did you take a couple of days off prior to the release? Wednesday night? Came out Friday though, right? So you just took off the Thursday so you could like hype up for it because it was coming out Thursday at midnight. Am I right? Like, I guess Friday, 12 a.m.? Yeah, that would be the time. Hey, thank you, Mr. Blue, for that shout out, hitting the like button. Yes, please do. Leave a like. It's good stuff. And VO2 Max. I worked Thanksgiving and yesterday, so it's just a normal weekend for me. Although the double pay for working holidays definitely will help with the Lego purchases. Yeah, that is a good thing. I know that a couple places are not going to be open for Thanksgiving, such as Target anymore. But for those places that are open and those who are able to work and don't mind, and that's good that you can get double pay on holidays and stuff. Good stuff. And thanks for doing these streams. I love to be in the chat while listing things on eBay. Of course. Thank you for joining and listening while you're listing stuff on eBay. Do you have like a big eBay store? I used to do eBay when I was young. In a very small scale, like just selling everything that I had, like everything. I did whatever I could to make a couple of bucks. But that's what you do when you're a juvenile and you have no other source of income, is you sell everything in the house. Do you sell Lego on eBay? It takes a lot of time. Now, like, eBay's completely changed the way you list stuff. It's like, it's easier in a way, but it's also harder. Because we used to get around that whole, like, they don't charge a fee for the price that they have to pay on shipping. So I'd sell an item for 99 cents and then make my shipping like $7.99. And then I'd only have to get charged eBay's percentage on 99 cents instead of $8. But yeah, they don't let you do that stuff anymore. Mercari is actually a really good competitor to eBay in terms of selling online. I tried it recently, and they do their shipping differently. I think I need one more of these. Like, if I say this is going to cost $10 to ship, then the customer will pay $10, and even if it actually costs $11 to ship, the shipping label is already paid for. So whatever I print out is accepted by USPS. So Mercari is essentially got a deal with USPS so that they can cover the cost of shipping and give people these prepaid labels. So it actually makes it a lot easier for just kind of the casual seller, which I thought was nice. It's like if I were going to sell a couple of things, I'd probably go to Mercari, knowing that. And as long as they're like small and you can package them up easy enough, then it works pretty well. Tim! Is Tim here? Which one is Tim? You had to pick up a wristband on Thursday morning? I didn't know that. I thought the wristbands were like while people were waiting in line. You stayed at a hotel on Wednesday night, and so that you were close to the store to get there early Thursday morning. That's so cool. Okay, now I understand why you had to take days off. A&A hobbies. Hey, Danny, wait until you see the size of the bag 7. Finishing the legs. I think it's 800 pieces in just bag 7. Yeah, actually, though, it's 4 bags. Bag 7 could literally be bag 7, 8, and 9. That is so many bags. She's already did the legs. Well, I did the thighs. We'll have to get more specific. These are the feet. Next is the shins, and then ankles. We did the feet, and next is the ankles, and then the shins. And I did the thighs last night. So Nubby is over there. I'll grab him in a little bit. Definitely want the Rebels one if I get an AT-AT. A Rebels AT-AT? Oh. You're talking about the ATT. Did I read that wrong? Like the one from Rebels? Rex's ATTE? Is that what we're talking about? Or maybe I'm just misunderstanding. That could be too. For a while, Mercari was doing that crazy deal where if you referred people, you'd get like $15 or something. And I still have a balance on there that I haven't used yet. So I need to actually buy some stuff on Mercari. But I put a bunch of offers on stuff. That was the issue. Okay, so first I forgot to actually use my balance when paying for stuff. So I definitely bought stuff on Mercari. But then I forgot to use my balance. So I was just, because I put in offers. And then it was just linking my default payment method when I'd win the offers. And so then I put in more offers, but I haven't won anything since. So I think I might be lowballing a little bit on some of the things, because I was looking at like the first order Star Destroyer. I am trying to get my hands on another ATTE. I want the 2008 Clone Wars ATTE. I have the 2013 one sealed. Box isn't in super great condition, but I snagged it for $200. It's easily worth over $300. So I was pretty proud of that. And I got it at like some weird antique mart, antique world or something. I don't know. It was a weird place. It was like a cool idea. It was like a bunch of storage units that are all connected. But then it needs a bit of like a brand refresh. It needs to be cleaned up. And they just sell a lot of junk in there as well. So just needs a bit of a refresh and an update. There's like a bunch of massive cement animals, like statues, structures in the parking lot and as you're driving in. Almost like it used to be a circus or a zoo or something, and then they've turned it into this massive storage wars kind of thing. Fairly small, but I'm doing it as my main stream of income. Oh, dang. So do you then flip items and you like resell, you buy for cheap and then sell it for more kind of thing? Because I looked into doing that at one point, but then I got too busy with like sports and stuff, so I couldn't. Are there more? Are there more? Oh, am I supposed to leave one side empty? Look at me following the instructions to the T. There we go. Also, that error that I made last night, that fatal error, I put the turntables on upside down, so I had to kind of take apart the leg and flip those around. And I might be able to show you when I get another turntable, but I thought I was done for because the pins are locked in on the inside. I had to use this bad boy to get the pin unlocked in order to take it apart and turn it around. Like, I was thinking, oh no, I'm doomed. I'm not going to be able to continue. Even if I do, I'll have two wonky legs. It would have been so bad. But I figured it out. Hey, now you finished bag 7? It took a while. Dude, I bet. Nitty is Timmy. Timmy MIDI bricks. Hence, I use MIDI in my handle. Timmy MIDI. So it's like backwards. I get it. Foolin. Yeah, I'm happy. They are doing some Rebels to go with all the Imperial sets. Oh, are you talking about something Rebels like OT Rebels, not like Rebels the show, Rebels, Rex's ATTE Rebels. Wonder what the Clone Wars troopers will be. I'm not that into Clone Wars, but I think everyone wants Phase 2 Cody. Very much so. That is the word on the street, if you didn't know. It's a very strong word on the street, in fact. And I just hope that it's not generic white clones. Mr. Blue, I see you coming in hot with that $5. Thank you so much, Mr. Blue, for the donation. That is going right towards this bad boy. I can get some polish, some fingernail polish for his toes now. I'm just kidding. I'm not decorating this AT-AT in any ways. Oh man, I don't think that Rex or Cody will be in it at all. That's just my personal feel. But I just hope they're not white generic clones. If we'll get like maybe a lieutenant and a commander, and if they have like, you know, some armor, like a pauldron, something like that, I think that would be good. And then the other one seems to be like it will be a Rebels trooper accessory pack. I think I accidentally... So I was like, accessory packs in Brixie's live chat because they were talking about getting battle packs to fill the AT-AT. And I was like, yeah, January 1st, accessory packs. And he read it out loud and he goes, yes. And I was like, oh, oops. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because that's not like a confirmed thing. And I was like, lol. Basically. It's red brick time. This is satisfying because you can see the pieces that you're using kind of just... what's the word I'm looking for? Disappear from the table, so you know like how far you're progressing. It's a nice build. He's nice. And these ones. Hey, 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 hello, hello, hey, hey, Clicking Cliff, bonjour, Mr. Blue, hey Jay, hello, hello there. And Clicking Cliff says, of course, yo, what's up, man? Hey, Valley. I was thinking what I was thinking was too. I was just about to message you. We all on 32 days till the book of Boba, not till you book Boba. I'm gonna book Boba. Yeah, 32 days, is that all? Man, seems like a long ways away. I want to watch it now. But I am glad that it's not rushed. I would prefer delays over a show to be rushed and it not be as good. Rather Star Wars take their time on projects because storytelling is a very key element that I would not want to skimp on. This is gonna go like this, and then this is gonna go like this, and then this is gonna go this is gonna go what? Like this. It goes like this. Got it. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I can't read that, sorry. I am buzzing for it so bad. I only like live action. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I do like me some animation, but yeah, live action is really good. It brings it to life, obviously. It's a whole nother level, not only with production, but like the realism of it and the storytelling. And I feel like anything that's animated kind of gets not a bad rap, but like it seems like it's for kids if it's animated. But if you've ever been exposed to like Japanese culture, you know that animation is not for kids. Not solely for kids. It's just not for kids. Like animation in Japan is mostly for adults. But that's not the stigma around here. And I think for a long time, I think we're still in that area where a lot of people that like anime are still kind of considered a little bit weird. But I think that's actually changing, becoming a lot more mainstream than it ever has been before. Gotta get all these red bricks in. But again, live action, a whole new level. Love it. This is the first time I've used like a straight up brick in a Star Wars vehicle for like, I don't know, have we ever? That's how you know that it's big. When the scale is so large that you have to resort to filler bricks. That's when you know it's a big set. It's a really big set. These feet, like just the actual space that the feet take up is daunting. I love it. I say I don't speak and understand English. You understand it, but you don't speak it. That's how I feel about like other languages as well. Like other languages that I tried to study. I would understand a lot better than I could ever speak it. But at the same time, like I never really understood that well. I would need to study a lot more foreign language. I never learned Spanish or French or anything. I studied Asian languages. So I learned a little bit of Japanese and Korean and Chinese. But again, like Chinese is my worst for sure. I didn't get very far in that. But Mark, can speak Japanese. Probably better than me, if I had to guess. I think he still has the Japanese keyboard, even. I gave up on that a while ago. I gave up on that a very long time ago. This is satisfying. Wow. These look like the bases of trees. But he's not gonna have tree trunk legs. He has very skinny little legs. Boom. Now we need some gears. And there's rubber wheels on the bottom. I wonder why. I wonder why. Unpopular opinion, the trailer did not make me overly impressed. Actually, Gimme Bricks, I think that is a popular opinion. The trailer was not very exciting. It was more so a sneak peek at a show that's upcoming. So they kind of did a similar thing with Mandalorian, though. They did not show any of their cards. And I remember, I was living in New York at the time, seeing the banners. And just seeing the banners alone was enough for me to be like, I'm downloading Disney Plus because I want to see this new Star Wars show. I don't care what it is. Like, I'm just very interested, and they're doing something totally new here, and it looks cool. And so I think they're kind of going off of that similar hype as well, with people just knowing who Boba Fett is already in society, that they don't need to really show too much to get people interested. And then I think the first episode, if it's anything like Mandalorian, will have enough of that appeal that people are going to want to come back for more. That is my anticipation. Oh, you're learning Danish? Yeah, I've never learned any European languages. Is English considered a European language? Yeah. Make sure I did that right for all of them. Oh, last night I also played a little bit of Battlefront 2 Super Macy. It's Supremacy, but we call it Super Macy because that's how we read it initially. My brother was like, what's Super Macy? I was like, oh my gosh, it's Supremacy. That works really well. You see this? They don't budge as easily. So that little traction supporter works just like those carpet covers in the bottom of your chairs. Yeah, that works really well. All right, I'm not done though. I need to actually do these pieces here. I got lucky learning English when I was young. I listened to Sesame Street and the Flintstones, and that's how I learned. That's actually the only reason I know any words in Spanish is because of a TV show, because of Dora the Explorer. Even then, it wasn't very good education for me, but that's cool that that's how you were learning. I like the trailer being very vague so that it doesn't spoil the show at all. Exactly, VO2 Max, exactly. Thank you again for that shout out, Mr. Blue. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get these put on. ×2, huh? This is the last 2 steps. This is how many pieces are in 2 steps. 2 steps. So these go on the front, along with 2 of these. Oh, I was supposed to put these on earlier. And then you do 2 of these and 2 of these. And you do that ×3 on all sides. This way. And then we've got this little gap right here that we're going to fill in. This is going to look so cool. These feet are huge. What size shoe do you think he wears? Probably like a size 3. Children's size 3. This is just fast work right here. I wonder if Brixie finished. I was gonna have the live stream popped up, but last time I had a live stream popped up while I was streaming, I forgot to mute out the noise. And so then after that was finished, some interview came up, and it was like interviewing these celebrities and stuff, and people in the chat were like, what's that background noise? It sounds like people are talking. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, now they're clapping. And I was like, what? That noise is not coming from around here. And then I realized that I had another YouTube tab open, and it was feeding in through the desktop audio. And I was like, guys, why didn't you tell me before? How long was it like that? But no tabs are open, and I have everything else muted out because I don't want to have any other sound issues. Just all the things that you learn from streaming. I'm sure there's people out there that make videos with these types of tips and tricks, but I don't know, maybe there's not, because I feel like I looked up a decent amount of things to start streaming, but there's a lot that I've learned along the way. You have come very far, young one. Look at all these. 2 more of these, and then I've got to fill up all those 1x2 plates. Paris? Who's in Paris? Is that Punker Killer? He is just au-dessus de Paris. Wow. Yeah, how is the weather? I've never even been to Europe, but if I do go to Europe, then I would probably visit Paris. Good to see everyone, but need a nap. Post a fix for your viewfinder issue above. Did you? Did you really? Wait, like in this chat? Not sure what camera you use, Danny, but go into display settings and then under viewfinder, need to turn it to manual instead of audio. Viewfinder. Oh, that's its own setting? Yo, Lego Mike, I'm going to do that. Thank you very much for that solution, and happy napping. I think I'll probably adjust that. Maybe I'll do like an intermission, and then I'll just like cut the cam feed for a minute and then fix that, if that's all right with y'all. But yeah, it's a Canon M50, so pretty common camera to be having such a stupid little issue that no one seems to talk about and bring up. Hey, where did those go? I just casually have 20 left over 1x2 plates, unless they go up here. No, they don't. No, I put them there. Oh, they just have to connect. I didn't miss it. I basically didn't even miss it. They're just for this. For connecting purposes. That doesn't seem like it's going to use 20 of them, though. Curious. So that's the 4 of these. And all of these. What about all the rest? Where do they go? Right in there. Yep. Ugh, you're kidding me. That was the easiest fix ever. I can literally just pull the legs in half, pull the feet in half, and place these. And then pop this right back on. How would they know? How would they know? I'm sure you're having a lovely conversation. Awesome. I guess I'll add these on while I've got this foot in my hand. if I would have forgotten those after I put this on, then I'd have to take all these off because this now seals all of it together. I wonder why there's a ball joint on each of these. We'll find that out shortly. Kind of feels like a bit drafty up here. Like, did somebody open a door? Alrighty. There we go. That sounds great. Oh, jeez. Yeah, when I was putting the thighs on the body of the AT-AT last night, I was just like, because it's so many pins that you have to line up. You have to get 6 pins all lined up in order to get that to connect. And I felt like it just sounded like Lego carnage as I was working on it. I have to go back and listen. You know the sound of the Technic pins as you're trying to line them up, right? Yeah, well, it just sounded like that, like amplified with like a bass booster. That's basically summing up last night's stream. Oh, shucks. Oh, this one's... Apparently I didn't push these pieces together as tightly because it's not all coming off like the others. Try again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like a magic trick. It's like a magic trick. No more spaces. Indeed. And there is one extra spacer. Bag 5 was very fun. I enjoyed bag 5 quite a lot. That was good, yes. And now we have some feeties that don't slide around. That's brilliant to just put that little tire. They did the same thing with the bonsai on top of that stand so that it wouldn't fly off. It could still fall off. Did it snow? Is it freezing? Yeah, Connecticut, I bet we have the same weather. It was like 22 yesterday. It's 12 degrees with the wind. Okay, yeah, yours is colder. You win. Jeez, not quite as bad as that. Yeah, it was 18 in Illinois. All right, we're going on to the next bag. Bag 6. Oops, I'm backed up a little bit over here. All right. Oh, jeez, there's 4 bag 6s. Not quite as bad as 7, though. Talk about children. There's 2 children bags in here. My feet. Oh yeah, okay, so Jay sent me this really cool video on Instagram of a guy who did a mold of his friend's face, and then he used that in this massive casted mold. That's what he did, a casting of his face, and he created the Han Solo in carbonite, except his friend's a doctor, so he gave the outfit more of like the doctor coat, and then he did like the stethoscope with his face. So apparently this guy was a huge Star Wars fan, and his friend did this for him and made it for him. It was really cool. Like, I was honestly really touched because it shows his reaction. He was just like yeah, it was really, really cool. Jay's gonna be like, yeah, that was me. Give me breaks, you're heading out. Gotta go eat and then work on a video. Happy building. Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a nice meal. And have fun editing. This is a lot. This is lots. Check out these teeth. Wow. Wow. I'm a lion. Sheesh. Yo, there's so many of these large macaronis. Gotta keep the big pieces separated out so they don't hide any of the small pieces. Good thing I have such a big table here. Oh yeah. This is literally the amount of pieces that like a regular AT-AT set has. Alright, I think we got it basically sorted. Oh, there goes a piece. Rip. Where did that go? Got it. Oh, remember how I said there was like this spot that we're gonna have to fill in? Well, now I have to fill that in, and it's 4 of those, so I get to build 16 of these. I am so blessed. I know, but like this is a lot to ask for right now. Bag 6. You're not on my good side. 16. Oh my gosh. Let's build one and see what it's like. They're just little panels. So far, it's a little bit slow going. I'm gonna figure out what are the pieces that I need. What are the pieces that I need? And then I will make the assembly line. And I will use the assembly line to my advantage to pump these out. Okay, that times 4, and it goes on. It does go on, right? That goes on like that. It's not quite fitting. Please tell me I did this correctly. It does look like it's kind of in there, but there also should be one of these I missed. Oh, I missed 2 pieces. See, good thing we build one first, so we don't have 16 that we have to fix. More of these 2s. These 1x2 plates are really tricky today. Okay, so that's gonna go on just like that. Really nice flushness. Is there a word for explaining the flushness? Mr. Blue, yes. Are you on Instagram? I spend hours a day on YouTube. Yeah, both. Me too. Both watching and like posting stuff. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have an AT-AT for Christmas. Heck yes! That's a nice one to get for sure. Drinks to that. Am I right? It's water, but it's drinks to that. Just turning my diffuser on. Gotta keep the moisture in the air when it gets this cold, because then the heat dries everything out. I sound just like my mother. The heat dries everything out. You gotta just turn on the steam shower, or turn on your shower, get steamy in your bathroom, and then just let that out into the house. It's actually a really good pro tip, in case you guys ever have stuffy noses. Yep, gotta get more moisture in the house. In the house. I'm basically going to do the same maneuver 15 times. Try to stop me. I was like, what's that smell? It's my diffuser. It smells very earthy. Yeah, very earthy. If you could be an element bender, like Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you could bend earth, water, or fire, or air, which one would you choose? Because my answer is, again, complicated by the past. Like most of my answers, they have a deeper kind of connection here. So when I first watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think I said before, like when I would watch stuff, I always like relate with the female character. So whoever that is, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be me, kind of thing. But then, like, I wasn't connecting with Katara like at all. I actually connected more with Aang, as it turns out. But then I'm like, I don't really want to be an airbender, because Aang's powerful because he's the Avatar and he like masters all the elements. But then all the monks got wiped out, and I don't want to be a monk. And plus, I yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't see any female airbenders. I'm not really sure how that whole monk thing works over in the Air Temple tribe. So I was like, okay. And then they introduced Toph. And then I was like, okay, actually, I think I want to be an earthbender. But then Katara got super powerful. And they're more like warriors in the northern water tribe versus the southern water tribe. They're just healers, and plus they're super small and dying out. So then I was like, dang, now I kind of want to go back to being a waterbender. So again, my answer is complicated. I think I am a waterbender by nature. That's my long answer for you. Jay would choose fire. Ooh, but not like Imperial Fire Nation though, right? You're not going to be evil. And they also only show the firebenders as like Imperial Japan back in like the 1930s, 1940s. So that's not a very fair representation. I think whoever did this, was like, if Avatar were in our geography, like our map, then the Fire Nation would be Japan. I was like, yep, I could see that. And then they were like, the Earth Nation would be like China. I was like, yep, I can see that. And then Water Nation would be like the Inuits, like the Alaskans. I was like, okay, sure, just because they live in cold regions, you don't really have a lot to choose from. Then they said that the Air Nation was like Tibet. And I was like, that's not encompassing the whole world. Where's the Americans? There's no Americans in this show. And yet the show is more American in nature than anything else. Just funny. I have 2 done now. And not even 3. I don't even have a single foot rounded off yet. Water. Yeah, foolin'. We're making the water tribe right here. How do you bend earth? It's just a fancy mole. No, super monkey. Super monkey ball. That just reminded me of that game. That was a good game back in high school. You bend earth. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Earth bending was actually discovered because of the moles that bended earth. So there are moles in Avatar, and they're blind. So Toph learned how to bend earth by following those moles. It's a really cool story, actually. Avatar is a great show. If you haven't watched it, highly recommend it. It is the best animation show of all time. And I know that's competing with things like other anime and like Naruto and stuff, but Naruto's super hella long. So like if you want to have just a nice 3-season, clean and cut, no continuation. I know they tried to continue it with The Legend of Korra, but that didn't really turn out so well, so we're just going to call it what it is, and it's just Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's a great show. And it was written by Dave Filoni, my guy, my favorite, the one who also did Clone Wars and Rebels. It's great stuff. Mostly Rebels is what he's known for. Did he do Clone Wars? I think I'm getting it confused. Just did Rebels. And The Mandalorian. Remember how I said I was going to do like a conveyor belt thing here? I'm building them individually. I think it's easier that way. Because I did all these like one step, and then it just helps me know like how many I'm supposed to do. Maybe actually if I just go like this, maybe it will be faster. I never know. That's faster. But earthbending is definitely like really, really cool looking. Because you can see it. Whereas like water can be really sharp and they use it like a whip, but there's not as much of it. And then fire, obviously you can see fire as well. So yeah, the air and water don't look as impressive at times. I think it might be faster to put on one piece on each one, or maybe like a couple pieces at a time like this. Rocking and rolling. this right here. This right here is work. I'm doing the same thing over and over and over. But yeah, it's still more enjoyable. Like, I couldn't even speak and build the falcon at the same time. It left me speechless. Wow, was that good, huh? No, was that difficult? Couldn't even see what I was doing. I was going cross-eyed. At least for the first part. It was just like all technic, and the structure is just so huge. My nephew hasn't even put his falcon back on a stand yet. He's too afraid to move it because he doesn't want to break it. It took him like months to rebuild it after he dropped it a little bit. He dropped it just a little bit. A drop is a drop. If it's broken and structural integrity the structural integrity is compromised, it's over. I do not speak French, no. I just watched a lot of VeggieTales when I was a kid, and the peas in that show, they're vegetables, right, VeggieTales. The peas would speak with, like, French accents. That is about the extent of my knowledge of French. If anything, I can do like impersonations or imitations. Not sure what the difference is, to be honest. And if I hear someone speak enough, I can kind of impersonate them. If they're Australian or English. Really anything else, I can only just replicate their persona, not necessarily the way they talk sometimes. You know what I mean? I have 4 additional ones. Complete to my collection. I've kind of come to a stopping point with battles. Not a stopping point. I'll probably still keep playing the Lego Star Wars battles on Apple Arcade, but like it's just so, it's kind of predictable. And there's like a certain spot where you know if you're going to win or lose. And then as there's more things introduced, like I guess it does kind of continue to get complicated, but I mean, it's a simple game to begin with, so there's only so many things you can do. And so when you're outranked, you're just outranked, and there's not really a way to win. So Star Wars Battles is kind of like dropping on my list of fun things to do because there's just like very little payoff. I am about to unlock the next planet, but that usually just means stiffer competition. And I realized this game came out a lot longer ago than I thought. I thought it came out like a month and a half ago. But I think there was like a trial version out from like 2020. So there are people out there that are like really good at the mechanics of the game and have like obviously advanced really far in this one. So I'm a bit outranked at the moment. I think I'm almost going cross-eyed trying to find the same parts over and over and oh no. It's just sinking further and further into my chair. Alright, I feel like I've got a lot here, but I still have 6 more. 6? Yeah, that's 6. What do you think so far of Hawkeye? It's nice. I like it. It's going nice. Building for some action. It starts as kind of so-so. Yeah. Also, Super Monkey says, hey, right, I need to head out. Fool, you're heading out. Okay, grabbing some food. Before the Bulls take on the Heat. Wait, is that basketball? Have a great rest of the stream. See you soon. Hey, thanks for joining in, Fool, and have fun eating and watching the game. It's 1 a.m. in France. Yes. Have a good night. Punker Killer. Thanks for joining in. And Super Monkey. I really enjoyed the first episode of Hawkeye. It's great that they've set it at Christmas. Agreed. So I have pretty mixed reviews on Hawkeye. I'll totally be honest. And I'll start out with some of the good things though, because yeah, it's set at Christmas. They released it at a great time. I think the marketing for it looks fantastic. Like the intro looks fantastic. They've done a really good job of promoting it. And, you know, the actors are obviously great. Like, there's a lot of good things going for this show that really set it up well. But my biggest issue with the show is that I don't know who the bad guys are. And it feels really low stakes. Like, it honestly, like, this is kind of a really harsh critique, but it feels like, oh, what are those cards? The cheesy, like, holiday movies. There's a name for them. Hallmark. Yeah, this is like the worst critique I could possibly give, but it's like, it feels like a Hallmark movie or something. You know that Hawkeye needs to get back to his family, and that he's either not going to make it and disappoint everybody, or get back just in time. So there's not really any stakes there. It's just him and his family. And then the girl, like, it's not really a coming of age story, but then she's still trying to, like, learn who she is and, like, take her spot in, like, I don't know, is she going to become a superhero? So that in turn translates to me that, like, they didn't really know what they wanted the show to be, because at times it's funny, and at times it's serious, and at times it's like a detective case. And so it's crossing these three different genres, which any show can and should do, but it's like it doesn't know which one it wants to be. And so right now, instead of, like, moving through those genres, for me, they're kind of clashing. And as I was watching it, I feel much more calm about it now, but as I was watching it, I was getting kind of mad, because, like, little stupid things kept happening. And I think I've talked previously about, like, some of my feelings towards Marvel. Like, once I stopped taking, like, any of the movies too seriously, like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, I can enjoy it much more now that my expectations for the show have changed. Because when I first watched Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, that was the most annoying movie I've ever seen in my life. But now I actually like it. So I think there might be a difference after, you know, more episodes come out. For example, if, you know, like, next week's episode comes out and they're actually going to, like, talk about who that person was in the end, which I'll get to in a second, because I saw someone's theory that actually made sense to me and made me think, okay, maybe there's some redemption here for the show for me. But Florence Pugh is supposed to be in this show, right? And she's the sister from Black Widow, right? The one that, like, stole the show. If Florence Pugh is going to be in this show, I'll for sure watch it. Like, I want to see that. But right now, the villains just don't make any sense to me. And I need there to be more of a plot. Because right now, Hawkeye is, like, hot and cold. It's like, oh, it's a branding issue. And he wants to be secretive. But then at the same time, he's, like, still doing his due diligence to clean up the situation that he knows she can't take care of on her own. So it's like, he's trying to be a bad guy, but he's actually a good guy. Like, not bad guy. He's, like, trying to be, like, sly and quiet, like a bad boy. But, like, he's actually really good and wants to be, like, a father figure and a mentor. So, yeah, it's just... And they need to stop making it so overly cheesy in those moments and actually, like, let him have a win. Whoa! Jay, holy crud. Coming in hot with the $69.99. Sheesh! And Chef T's in the house, too. And Emmasaurus, as I'm ranting here about Hawkeye. Just ranting my head off about Hawkeye. I'm glad no one asked last night, because I think I was more heated on that topic because it was more fresh, and now I'm, like, cooling down a little bit and I can start to see some of the positives and lights at the end of the tunnel. Oh my gosh. Alright, what have we got here? The build's going really well, Emily. The build is going very, very well. And Chef T also entered the chat, and so did Nick. I think those are lurking eyes. He's just popping in. How much have I missed? Not too much. Not too much. We're munching on some feats. And initially they looked like shuriken. So we talked about like Naruto. We talked about like Avatar. And then we got on this whole new track of talking about Hawkeye. And then Jay just... $70. Thank you very much, Jay, for your continued support. That's huge. You don't have to do that. So I really appreciate it. And we're almost done with these connecting segments here. So a few more pieces, and we'll be able to have all of these placed onto the feet now. So let's go. Because it's like the last two pieces, Now, it's a little bit harder to find the pieces that I need. In fact, it's quite impossible. It's literally 2 more pieces. Okay, 3 more pieces, I lied. A few more pieces. It's just the plates. This is why I tried to move the big pieces out of the way so that they wouldn't get, so they wouldn't cover up the other ones that I need. And those are 1x4s. Last thing I'll say on Hawkeye though is that I hope it gets better. That's it. Nerd Brick, heyo. Super Monkey, I quite like the low stakes occasionally, to be honest, but I think I'm quite easily pleased with superhero stuff. I have no knowledge of the comics though, which probably helps. Yeah, same. So then we'll get on to that theory that I mentioned. I saw this like YouTube Shorts video, and he was like, the person at the end is probably Echo. I have no idea who Echo is, but probably somebody that was in the comics, right? So Echo was previously the Ronin and disappeared in the blip, they say. So then Clint Barton would have taken her suit and then created all these enemies, and now the previous Ronin is like, we got some issues here. He's ruined my identity. I came back from the blip, and now this has happened. If that's the case, that makes a lot of sense. And that adds a really cool twist that would keep me coming back to watch and see what happens. And then they're probably going to throw Florence Pugh in there somewhere, who's like got a vendetta against Clint Barton. And then she's going to find out how her sister actually died. And then the show's going to be like, oh my gosh, did that really just happen? That would be really cool. Once you start to like throw those kind of emotional payoffs in there, yeah, I'll watch for sure. Nick Jessen, gotta go. It's already 1:15 in Holland. Understandable. Peace out, man. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. See ya. Yeah, and chill shows are totally fine, but I feel like they are going to up the ante on it. That's the thing. So they're kind of starting it off, like they're prefacing it like this, but then are they gonna go and like up the ante? I don't know. If they do, I'll be like, why'd they start off so slow? And if they don't, then I'll be like, okay, this was just a chill holiday show to watch with your fam over Thanksgiving kind of thing. I still can't find this last 1x3 plate. I feel like I'm trying to find an outfit in a messy room here. That's why I never leave my room messy. Ever. I never have clothes on the floor. Ever. I don't know how people do that. Like my roommates in college, they would just leave their clothes on the floor. And I'd be like, are you okay? It's impossible. Did I drop them? Are they in the bags? Did my Hawkeye rage knock them off the table? I need a 1x1 and a 1x3. God, come on. I'm sure they'll turn up. Just gonna move some pieces around. I haven't found them yet. Nope. I think we're just going to stick these on and then place them when I find them because they're pretty accessible. It's not going to be a big issue. So let's put these on. I didn't put the 1x2s on the bottom on any of them, did I? No, I didn't. I'm coming in hot. Just kidding. I wasn't finished with all 16 of these. I didn't even put the connecting points on them. Alright, so that's what 1 foot looks like with all of the round bits. Bits! How many hours a week do you spend watching reels? That's a good question. I think my time spent on social media actually like dropped a lot this week because we were with the family all day Thursday and everything else. So yeah, I don't think I've actually been on social media. I was kind of wondering, like, is it a bad time to post a video on Thanksgiving? Turns out it's not. It's not a bad idea to post a video on Thanksgiving. It's actually a good idea. A lot of people watch videos, especially if it's Black Friday related, it turns out. We live in a consumer culture. So either capitalize on it or don't know. Just I would suggest just capitalizing on that. Seems like the better option. And apparently some people signed up for Rakuten as well. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. I'm going to apply that to some more Lego sets. Got a couple from Amazon that just arrived today. They're probably sitting outside in the cold right now, matter of fact. Got an extra Mandalorian Starfighter. So I actually linked all those in the description below on Amazon. You can still take advantage of those deals if there were any sets that you still needed to get. Like I was saying earlier about shopping on Steam, even if you don't need it now, if you need it later, well, now's a great time to buy it if you can. So I bought an extra Starfighter. Was it Duel on Mandalore? Oh, I found the 1x1. Okay, sweet. Boba Fett Starship and Trexler Marauder. So I got those as some extra sets to save for later, potentially sell. I might open multiple Trexler Marauders, and I want to do a T-full speed build. I want to put this theory to the test because, you know, I found it was right here. Oh my gosh, that evaded my search, and it was literally the closest brick to me. Isn't that divine truth right there? The one that is closest to you will evade your sight. It's not exactly what I was going for. I was thinking more like the Judas Iscariot kind of thing. Totally different topic. Anyways, apparently the best metric for a T-fall, or the thing that makes you the most impressive, is like how fast you build. Everything about teenage boys is competition. Naturally, I understand that. But then like they have to make some kind of competitive aspect in Lego building. I'm a competitive person, but I don't necessarily see that building fast equals superiority. As you heard last night, that's all you've built? What do you expect? What do you expect? The entire thing to be done in 3 hours? So I'm like, all right, you guys want to be speed builders so bad. I'm gonna make an episode out of it. I'm gonna capitalize on it. So I think I want to do the Imperial Armored Marauder because I want to get duplicates of the set anyways for the Mortar Trooper. And I'm going to have them speed build and see who is the actual fastest builder. I don't think any of them have built that set yet. And I have 2, so I need to get 2 more so that we can throw in Kel, Jed, Dougie, and Josh. I think Dougie wants to do it. Maybe I'll need to get 1 more. I don't know. And then make just like a super fun game show episode out of it. Check out that. It's looking pretty slick. Let's throw some of this nice aqua on there. Oh, now it looks like a pool or something. So yeah, I'm going to have a T-full speed build event. I'm a very slow builder. I like to savor the build. Totally. Like, why wouldn't you? Especially when it's a big set and it's expensive, and any set really though. So... but I guess that's just for them youngins. I think I've also kind of talked up Josh a little bit as the fastest builder. Maybe I did this to myself because last Christmas I got a bunch of pieces, and I didn't have any Microfighter Millennium Falcons at the time. They didn't have them, oddly enough. They released a new one for 2021, but this was before that. So I made like little mock mini Millennium Falcon microfighters, and this is when Dougie and I were playing Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. So I was like, oh, let's do something Lego themed for, what was it, for, I think it was for my mom's birthday, because we did the May the 4th holiday, not holiday, we did the May the 4th Star Wars party for my mom's birthday, because her birthday is really close to that. So at that event, I talked up how fast Josh was, because he was able to disassemble the mock that I made and reassemble his own mini microfighter Millennium Falcon, the fastest. Like, blew away all the other teams. And so I think he's trying to hold that title of being the fastest builder, and that's like a big deal. Big deal. A big deal for him. So maybe it's partially my fault. I talked it up. All right, that is where we are going to be at by the end of these instructions, by the end of this page. I'm the same way. Yeah. Slow and steady. Savor the build. Oh, sweet. Get to start adding these pieces. Wow. That is a long train whistle. You guys hear that? These are so solid with the rubber wheels on the bottom. They just feel like units. I feel like I'm working on like a bomb or something. I'm like wiring it up. This is very cool. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be like a spy or something. Mostly I just wanted to work on gadgets. Had I just had sets like this, that would have sufficed. I just wanted to like work on stuff, build stuff. I can't imagine growing up in today instead of growing up when I grew up. There's just so much more available. I don't even know how to express that. So much more available, but I also have the means to actually acquire things now. Like when you're a kid, you just don't have the means to acquire things. So I just had such great hopes and ambitions to be able to collect something. And so I usually tried to like collect certain games of a specific title that I enjoyed. But then like as soon as I had it, I wanted to get something else. So I'd have to sell it, liquidate my assets, and put that money into the next thing that I was interested in. So collecting never really worked for me until now. So it's really fun getting to be the collector. All right, now it's looking pretty smooth. Indeed. VO2 Max. It took me 22 hours and 45 minutes to build the UCS Millennium Falcon, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Dude, props. That's really good build time because our 18-hour stream included the last like several hours of like at least 2 people working on it to like cut down time because we were kind of going slow before that. That's really actually a good time. But that is such a huge set. That's so awesome. And 2 tiles. Oh, it's not right. Okay. This is what the ball joint was for. You put that on there like that. Ta-da! What are these even? Like, these are so huge. This is crazy. So crazy. Let's do this 4 more times. Is this snappy enough for you? Oh, crisp. Apple crisp or blueberry cheesecake. Those are both really good desserts. One of which I had this weekend. The other I just thought of. Which do you prefer? I actually had blueberry cheesecake today. I gave it away. Okay. That is a lot of snappiness. Okay, now this is the part that I saw Mrs. Brixie working on earlier today, and it uses these little jaws. I think it's gonna be like that. There we go. It's gonna be like that. Something like that. So one of these pins is gonna go through the top. Now I can actually organize all these pieces. Oh, I forgot to put all these on. I was like, why do I still have these? I think the people who do stop motion of building are the biggest champions in the world. It's one thing to do a hyperlapse or stop motion, but you do stop motion hyperlapse like of building where it just shows like every piece getting put on without any hands in the shot. And then especially the very few people out there who do the stop motion animation with a minifigure building the set is blows my mind. Blows my mind. Like, not only did you do stop motion of a minifigure, but you also built a Lego set with that minifigure and added in like all the sound effects. It's like gotta be one of the most time-consuming things in the entire universe. All right. This is what we have. And now we repeat this 3 times. You guys are getting me hungry for snacks now? Yeah, talking about dessert especially. Dessert. That's how my nephew says it. Hey, I want some dessert. Isn't it funny how kids like can't talk right? Uno más. I actually have really nice hyperlapse footage of building the Nintendo Entertainment System. So once I finish reviewing that set, I'll have that video. I have the Titanic and the Nintendo Entertainment System videos that I'm working on. So whichever one I actually get done first will go up on Tuesday. And then the other one will go up on Thursday. And it'd be great if I could actually finish those up before the end of the weekend. Then I can actually get ahead. Oh my gosh, can you imagine actually being ahead on my video schedule instead of having to like work on it Monday night for a Tuesday video? That'd be the first time ever if I actually got ahead and I could start working on like next week's videos. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just dreaming. Two of 4. Same here. You guys getting hungry? I feel like I forgot to put those somewhere. Let me just check. No, I don't think so. a bit tedious. Still have a lot of axles left. It's probably for all the jaws. For the toovers. Oh, I'm actually kind of wanting to play that new Assassin's Creed game. I need to look to see how many gigabytes it is, though, because I stupidly only have a 500 gigabyte standard solid state drive. And that doesn't last very long when games are like 100 gigabytes. And I already have a couple on there, so I might have to remove some things if I want to play Odyssey, but I do hear that it's the third best Assassin's Creed game, followed by my favorite, Brotherhood, which I played on the PS3. And they say that they say that Assassin's Creed 2 is number one. Assassin's Creed 2 is the best Assassin's Creed game, according to GameRanks.com. Just kidding, it's not the website, but that is what they say. Is that an extra? I sure hope so. Now we finally have neatly sorted piles of all the remaining pieces. More tedious axles. Speaking of axles, where's Axel Plate? He's usually here on these streams. Haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's doing okay. Cliff has a great channel. Cliff, you have a great channel. Welcome back, Cliff. I have to check out your channel. Oh, I have these pieces right here. Okay, so this is what we're doing. One of these. Oh, this is gonna be really cool. We're gonna connect these like that. It's gonna be really cool. Cliff, how did you come to the name Clicking Cliff? So like click, like snap to grid, like is it Lego related or does it just sound funny? Definitely sounds funny. Oh, I should put oops. I need a spacer. The set is so detailed. And I haven't even gotten to the detailed part. Ew. Okay. I think this needs to go on the other way. Down it. Yeah, it does. It does. It kind of lied to me a little bit because it says to do two like this, but it needs to be like this. Oh, it's just having me put it on the other way. It's kind of cheating. Nope, it's still not right. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, this part's being a little bit confusing for me. Should be like this. So they come together and the teeth of the gear are all lined up. That's what it should look like. Alright, let's rinse and repeat a couple of times. Oh, and then this is going to get placed right on here. Ding! Boom, and that's what we have. These nice little boot caps, boot covers, booty covers, whatever you want to call them. Like little bell bottoms for the AT-AT right here. We're going on sale. Sheesh. They did an awesome job when they did the movie Assassin's Creed. I've never seen the movie. I've only played the games. I feel like it came out at a time when I wasn't paying attention to movies at all. So I missed out on that one. I have to look at it again. Or maybe I heard that it wasn't a good movie or something. I don't know. I'm making myself hungry a little bit now. Oh, I need 6 more of these. 3 more. Alrighty. Let's put some spacers on these bad boys. I'm working with such tiny pieces. I've never made a micro build of anything, speaking of tiny pieces. It would be so fun if I was thinking like getting snowed in, but then I was like, actually, no, that doesn't work because I can still work remote. Having a snow day and just having the weekend extended for like a few more days. I'm just wondering about like what creative things I could do in the meantime. But then I'm like, no, I'll still just go to work anyways. How am I so capable of screwing these up? Like, so capable. Alright, we got 2 done. Booyahs. 2 to go. And I understand this time how to do it. Last 4 jobs. Run. Okay. Oops. Those are not fully connected yet. Like I said, this is done in the most efficient way possible so that once you've done it once, you get it. You can do it a lot faster the second time. Take a moment and take a look, getting to know. Pretty sure you'll still like it. Yeah? Okay. I will take it. I will take a look. I will check it out. Alright, that looks superb. All of the teeth are on the feet. And now we just cap these off and then start building up. This is the cap right here. Capping. No cap. Gotta move these out of the way a little bit though. They're actually so big. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, I get to stack a bunch of 1x2s. But I don't want to do this too many times because there are more than enough here. Just 4 of these. And all of these get added. Beautiful. Now it's starting to look like Christmas. We've got red slopes and green brackets. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These are definitely extra pieces. And this part uses all of these pieces. This legit looks like Christmas minus the orange a little bit. Oh, good news, guys. I resolved my VIP vintage camera issue. The order that I had placed was for those Christmas ornaments, and there is a limit 2 per person. And so I ordered the 2 Santas and the 2 reindeers, and that was fine. But then I had forgotten to redeem the vintage camera. So I ordered 2 more ornaments, because what the heck, why not? Like, I'm sure we'll use them. And that's why the order was canceled. So I called into customer service today. Fortunately, I didn't have to wait very long. That was nice. And I talked to a person over the phone, and they're sending me out just the camera because there's no way for me to like re-redeem the same code or to get a new code. So they're just going to send me the vintage camera. So I was like, thank you so much, because that was really my fault for forgetting to redeem it. And then, like, what can you do? Your order gets canceled because that's their policy, but if you redeemed points with it. And initially the email was like, oh, we've added back the 2,000 points to your account. And I was like, no, like, that, I can't redeem the camera again. Like, you've gotta give me that. Plus, even if I could, I'm pretty sure it's not available. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'd have to look at someone else's account that hasn't redeemed it yet to see if it's actually still available. If it is available, definitely get it, because those things are always worth money. And unless you're only using VIP points to secure yourself dollars off, like basically to secure Lego money, then anytime that there's like Lego that you can get for redeeming VIP points, it's always worth it. Like the Ulysses space probe is worth like $250. I have mine sealed up there still. And I think the vintage camera is going for like $100. So it's pretty good. 6,000 would be 50. So yeah, like it's only like $20 of Lego money that you're using to get the vintage camera. And it's worth more than $20. But basically what I'm saying is capitalism. Last one. What day is December 1st? Need to plan out when I'm gonna crack open these advent calendars. Looks like a Wednesday. Wednesday is December 1st already. Wow. And that'll be the next episode of Hawkeye. These get placed on like so. Very cool. I'm loving this build more and more as the days go by. As I anticipated. Now we just complete the circle. And they've even put a snot brick here so that you connect it not only to the bracket but also to the other arch. I think these are like modified arches or something is what these are called. Thank you, Mr. Blue. Oh, my favorite Xmas movie. Yeah, actually, we brought this up, I think, during the Titanic build. And I was like, I literally can't think of any Christmas movies. But we always watched A Christmas Story growing up. The one where the mom's like, you can't have a BB gun, you'll shoot your eye out. And then he gets teased. He's like, you'll shoot your eye out. That one's super old movie, but we watched it like every year for like 20 years. So that one definitely comes to mind. Wait, where are these supposed to go? Crap. And Harry Potter actually also comes to mind because they do celebrate Christmas and Halloween in the Harry Potter movies. And we usually watch them around this time of year. So there's that. There's a lot of good Christmas movies that I would probably watch just because it's Christmas. I did put these 4 there, I'm pretty sure. Ah, I did not. Hacks. Just squeeze that back together. I forgot the brain. Open the cranium. Is it really finished if you forgot a piece and didn't have to go back and place it back in? Fortunately, again, this was super easy to just lift up the top and place back in. Got lucky. Okay. And then we literally cap these off. Boom. Maybe. How does this go on? Maybe I should look at the instructions. Caught your podcast with Callie Brickclick. Good stuff. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, that was fun. First time on Callie Brickclick. And just talking about family and Lego family and stuff. So good to talk to Shy and Ninja and Claire. They're all great people. If you haven't, then go and follow Shy Time is My Time and The Plastic Architect. And then Ninja. In fact, I think his YouTube channel is actually called Ninja with the Bricks. So, but if you look up just Callie Brickclick, then you'll find all of them there. And they're great people. So that was a really fun time. They record those episodes and then they drop them. And so I was like, okay, if I say anything stupid, will you like edit it out? But I don't think I said anything stupid. So we're good. All right, now we're going on to bag 7. And this is, as I hear, the big boy right here. All right, check this out. We got the little boy. Then we got the mother and the father and the granddad. You've got the whole family. 3 generations worth of bag 7. think I called this one the mother because not only does it have Magento, but it has twins. They're twins. Oh, there's also a child, and there's also 2 child bags inside this one. Should I open all of these? This is ridiculous. Just for reference, these are the turntable elements. You stick them together and they turn. And what I had done was, instead of building on this side, I built on this side. So when I went to like place it, the entire leg was rotating. But I think it's supposed to be like this, so it's held in place. And the only way to rotate it then is by rotating the little screw that catches onto the gear and rotates the whole thing. So I am dyslexic. Oh no. I think I'm good to set these to the side. They're so big though. With this and all my mugs, there's barely enough space. This is already a lot, and I haven't even opened up that one yet. Jeez! Oh, my pins! Home Alone is a good Christmas movie as well. Like, the theme song just came to my mind. But just Home Alone 1, I think. Maybe Home Alone 2. That where the family... The first one, like the name suggests, he's home alone. But then the second one, they travel and he goes to the wrong destination. I like that one too. What are your favorite Christmas movies, Jane? Anybody can answer. When I went to check and see if the vintage camera was available, it just says, we're currently in the process of building new rewards. Stay tuned for more soon. I saw it say that when it's when it had the promo for Where's Kevin from the Home Alone set. And I have no idea, like, I didn't look into that 1 second. But they also had we're working on new rewards. So I'm pretty sure the Kevin sweepstakes to win that Home Alone set are over. Yeah, this will keep me busy for sure. Good day, Tasman Bricks. How's it going? Hey, mate Taz. You guys know each other. Got friends. Friends in the house. Taz, are you from Tasmania? Oh my god, there's another bag. No, wait, it's Grandma. We left Grandma on the floor. Oh my god. Grandma has twins as well. Holy crap. Holy crap. I tried to keep all the small pieces in one general area. Guys, are you seeing this right now? My entire building table is full. Why didn't they just separate this? I mean, I know it's because you're building all 4 feet at the same time. But maybe they should have segmented this out one more time to get bag 8. I don't know if it's possible because it's all folding into one another. Anyways, we start out with the turntables. What you want? Bad joke. And I'm going to make sure that I build on the correct side of these turntables as to avoid aforementioned issue that I ran into last night. I was like, yeah, I'm going to solve this off camera. Glad I did. It didn't take very long. I fixed it rather quickly, but I definitely had my thinking face on. So many 8x8 discs. Plates, I mean. Look at all these. I'm rich. Well, you can't see it from that angle. I'm rich. I think if I stack some of these plates, it'll like help to not look so crazy. Also, Lego, when it's not assembled, takes up a lot of space. It's crazy. Because I thought if every set in this room were taken apart, like how much would it be? How big would the pile be? And I was like, I bet it's not that much. But now seeing all this laid out, knowing that this is really all that it came down to was just 4 of these with more than this much Lego. Having it built definitely consolidates the overall space that it takes up. I love these round pieces. It's quite cumbersome. All right, this looks kind of intense. There's a lot of Technic pins going places, so I'm going to kind of take my time on this section because this is the most important. I do not want to screw this up. Oh, geez. Building in between these is also kind of difficult. I can't even get this first one in. That's how difficult it is. It's a good thing I put all the small pieces next to each other though. So I don't have to like reach across the world to grab a pin. This would also be actually a pretty good set to build with another person. Not even just having them build different boxes, but I would just pick 2 and then the other person could pick 2 and we would just go along together. Of course, we'd have to like pace our speeds to match, but it would be really easy to have multiple people working on the exact same instruction page. Maybe not multiple people, but just like one other person. If you're into team building. Team building, literally. Team building and building with a team. All right, that was difficult. This step looks familiar. This is what happened on the earlier part. Where are those long gray pins? Not sure what's worse. Not being able to find the piece, or just having a lot of pieces. Not being able to find the piece because you have a lot of pieces. What the world? It's disappeared. Okay. Doing this 4 times, and this will go on the outside of this. Okay, I got this. This and that and this and this. I accidentally found the one that I was missing. I just picked it up, grabbed it like by instinct, and then I was like, wait, that's the one I was looking for. I found it. These are new pins. I've never seen these before. They're a longer Technic pin, and they have a little cap at the end. These are weird. I've literally never seen these before. I wonder if they're new elements. I have to look into it. I do not know. Taz is my friend. You're awesome. I'm from New South Wales near Sydney. Hey, thank you. And New South Wales. My sister lives in Queensland. Not too close, but at least, you know, in the same continent. So, yeah, it's summertime down there. Look at you. Get more tables. My brother, Mr. Blue. Favorite Christmas movies, definitely Die Hard. Well, I never even seen Die Hard, but how it doesn't sound like a Christmas movie. Forgot about that one. Yeah, Die Hard is the best. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this. Gimme Bricks is back. How's the build so far? We just opened up bag 7, and you're right, it's a monster. Going great. Yes, fantastic progress. Thank you. Yeah, the feet are just beautiful. Mwah, beautiful. I love it. And now I'm building something very similar to like bag 3 or something. Maybe bag 4, bag 3. Okay, now that I've done this crucial part on the correct side of the turntable, I don't have to worry about this completely falling apart. You can start reinforcing, not with that piece yet. I get to use these bright pink magento pieces, magenta, not magento, that's software that I use at work, magenta pieces We have such weird names for the software that we use. It sounds like we're speaking a different language when we talk about all of our different platforms. I see. Doing a very similar thing on this side, and then like that. It honestly reminds me of like some kind of brick game. It's like lining these up and matching these up. It's very colorful right here. Orange, red, and pink. I like this. I've just never built anything like this before. Obviously, I'm not real big into Technics, so I'm sure some of these pieces and techniques have been used in the various cars and tractors, but this is why I don't do Technic. Putting pins in is so difficult at times. Now we're reinforcing all of these, like super reinforced pieces. Am I affiliated with IKEA? No. I don't think I've even actually been inside of an IKEA. There's not one around here. But they do have very affordable furniture that is easy to build. That's what I know. Someone's home. I think Dougie's home. Dougie had his hockey game today. And I hear they won. They beat Angola, who used to be a really, I don't know. They were like a tough competitor last year. They beat them pretty good today, so I hear. Alright, to get to start sticking these guys with acupuncture. Turn them around. Then you're going to flip and bake on 375 for 20 minutes. Something is very funny. I don't remember what I said that sounded like it was affiliated with IKEA. Alrighty now. These. This is not the right piece. Jeez, there's a lot of orange pins right now. I'm eating cheesecake from Costco. Said that because of their strange name of furniture. Furniture? Thinking. If you can tolerate all of the not so wholesome language and Die Hard, it's all about Christmas. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Note taken. 5. I think I need 2 more still. Okay, found them all. 4 pins. comes the clash. It's just me all night. Boop, boop. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna break something. I just hope it's not the pin. Why is it so difficult? Got it. Okay. We're golden. Next page. That was the task. More pins. What did I expect? They're on the table. They're gonna have to get built soon enough. Hey, Andrew77, what's up? Thanks for joining in. We're making some good progress tonight on bag 7. We are working on the beast of all bags, bag 7. It's got a lot of pieces. Someone said 800 pieces in this bag alone. Might have just been exaggerating, but it definitely could be on 800 pieces or more. And we're building 4 segments at a time, 1 for each foot. So it's very efficient. Oh, dang. Now we're doubly locked in. Pew pew! I only did enough for 2. I need 2 more. That's all of the red pins, but not all of the orange pins. Mr. Blue. Okay. This is a lot of, it's like the equivalent of platforming in a video game where you have to pay attention and it's tedious, fun, but tedious, but it's just leading you to your ultimate goal to actually do the fun stuff, which is like the combat and like opening treasure chests. That's the fun part. 4 pins on either side. This clicking noise is so satisfying. And then we are putting these. Oh, that's where the last 4 pins go. Taking this turntable, and this is going to lock in this right here. Boom. Do that 4x. Oh, these are already locked in. Oh, just kidding. I'm stupid. This is really interesting. One more. 1900s. If you could travel in time, what period would you like to see? Medieval time? Oh, dude, that's a great question. That's kind of what Assassin's Creed, though, does. That's a really good question. So, honestly, I really want to see, like, the creation of the Earth, but that's no time for a human being to be alive. But I'd like to see that. And then there's also specific times that I'd like to see, like, just how history played out. So, I guess I'm supposed to only pick one time. So if I had to pick one, okay, there's kind of pros and cons because any time before now, we didn't have the same kind of medicine And, you know, the technology in medicine basically today is pretty awesome. And also, it was kind of rough to be a female before, you know, anytime before today as well. So I might have a slightly different answer, but I think it would be really cool to see. Yeah, I don't know. Medieval kind of sticks out to me as well. Like the Game of Thrones era, though. That's not a time in history. Oh, that's a good question. I'd like to see different advancements in technology and like how people came up with certain things. You know, we have a history book and it says certain things, but I'd like to see firsthand how people found out that certain food was like delicious together, and how different leaves healed people, and so many people would have had to, like, you know, perish to figure out what was the thing to do and like survival. So yeah, there's just a lot of historical moments, like seeing electricity be harnessed and like how people actually figured these things out, because I feel like advancements in technology is very interesting. This kind of came out in that new Marvel Eternals movie. Phastos basically had all this technology and was kind of helping humans along. I do kind of feel like there's these like beings or entities. In my mind, it's kind of like, you know, angels or something that could be helping people along, but also other entities that maybe aren't so benevolent that are also giving people ideas. Pyramids, for example. In fact, that might be my era. I'd really like to see like how the pyramids were being built and why they were being built, because I think there's a very interesting story there. Wow, I could really deep dive on that. I don't really have a lot of specifics right now, but that could be a huge rabbit hole. Great question. Also, to just see it in third person or to actually be there and live it. That's a whole different question. Because I don't think I'd really want to live in any other time other than today. Like, not only as a female, but like a female with my interests. Like, to really survive, you had to kind of like get married. And that wouldn't have gone too well for me. I need one more of these wheels. So I'm very thankful to be alive at this time. Cajun is back. Go away. Hey, Cliff, Nate, Big Nate. Oh, Big Nate. Sup, Yeti? Big Nate, how you doing? And Blue, you guys know everybody. That's awesome. You know the whole crew. Who was it that asked that question? Was that Andrew? Andrew answered. Oh, Andrew finished the Titanic. So I figured I'd sit and watch you build for a while. And yes, I'm worn out. Long build. 14 hours long. Dude, well done. How did you do it in only 14 hours? We had someone working on it the entire time, and it took 7 hours. So I thought it would take like 21 hours for one person to sit down and do it. Were you like speed building? Were you building above the speed limit? Oh, I also missed. Jay said Professor Snape in that movie is awesome. Oh, wait, he's in Die Hard? Okay, now I have to check it out. Jay asked if you could travel in time. Medieval time. 1900s. Medieval is great. Wall of China, pyramids, yeah. Basically, anytime something was like discovered or made or some big event happened. I want to see it. Oh, snap. Star Wars Dad's in the house. It's Mr. Nooch. What's up, man? This guy is a pro at Lego Star Wars Battles and Lego Star Wars Castaways, both of which I've talked about a lot as I've taken interest in them. So I was chatting it up with him, and here he is in the live stream building the UCS AT-AT here. So welcome on in. These are the feet that we have built as of earlier. There are 4 of them because this is an AT-AT, not an AT-ST. And now we're working on the thighs because we have little nubsies over there who's got, no, we're working on the shins, like the shins and like the calves area. The thighs are already attached, so he's currently just standing on like little nubs. And I'll grab him in a moment because we're going to have to attach these. It honestly looks like a robotic dog, except they have an extra, like, you know, okay, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But anyways, welcome on in, Mr. Star Wars Dad. Yes, nice. Yeah, your Star Wars battles, you're leveled up so far on that. I'm not anywhere near, but I am actually getting pretty far on Castaways, so that's going well for me. I think the PvP on that is really fun. Super glitchy, but super fun. Man, Jay, you still got me thinking about time periods now. If I were to go back into any time, I still need to fix that setting. If I were to go back into any time period with Marty and Doc, oh, definitely into the future. Back to the Future is a good Christmas movie. Speaking of Christmas movies, kind of goes hand in hand with just like any of those classics. The holidays are just a good time to watch movies in general. So, yeah. Okay, where are we at here? That's what these pieces are for. These like empty, they're like hollow pipes. This goes through the middle. That is interesting. Here we go. Sound is okay? How many AT-ATs did you get? Are you building an army? No. Christian M, what's up? Big gray cow. Yeah, clicking glyph does basically look like a big, it's a little gray cow, so it's a little calf. I just got the one. I was checking at midnight. I couldn't really sleep the release day because I was waking up at 2:30 to be able to leave by like 3 and get to the store first, which I did. But I checked at like midnight when it first dropped, and I also checked, what was it, like, yeah, like 2 a.m. and then 3 a.m. I basically checked every hour, and it wasn't sold out yet. And so that signaled to me that they were going to have enough stock that by the time I got to the Lego store and verified whether or not they had enough copies and I would get one, then I was like, okay, I can make my decision if I need to buy one online. Then I don't think they went out of stock until like at least noon. So I did not buy one online. I used all my VIP points in store, all 33,000 to get $250 off. And then we did some minifigure customization. So this Christmas, we are doing a Merry Bricksmas event. So we are building the entire family, which is a lot of people. We're at like 22. We're building the entire family, just my intermediate family here. Intermediate? Is that the right word? And we got 12 figures made in store. And then I bought some additional torsos, legs, heads, hair pieces, and accessories on Bricklink to finish off the rest of the family. So we took pictures of the ones that we made, and then I'll take them all apart before Christmas. And then I kind of want to see if, when they make the minifigures for themselves, if they kind of pick out similar parts that we had picked out for them. I think would be so funny. And I had to specifically use Bricklink to get a few because we have infants in the family. So I needed to get 2 infants, and there's little tiny 1x1 children, like Baby Yoda, the child, like little Grogu is a 1x1. They have a couple of those. No, they have one. There's apparently one that has a neck and one that has no neck. One of them's like $2 and one of them's $3. So I had to get 2 of those because we have 2 tiny little toddlers in the family as well. So now we have enough mix and match minifigure parts for everyone to build their own figure. And we also have the this chunky thigh right here that we're going to now decorate in gray. Right after I do some acupuncture. Basically, any vacancy needs to be filled. So start placing pins. That's how this works. Volume is maxed out. Is someone having a volume issue? Christian M? Turn volume up higher? Wait, what? As far as I know, my volume is okay. Would crush Rebels for sure. Nice feet. Yeah. The Gremlins? Early 1900s. Maybe just you? Christian seems to be having some audio issues. Early aviation. I'm a pilot? Private aircraft. Oh. You fly... Wait, do you fly Cessna? You fly Cessna? That's... Okay, because I was kind of considering doing flight school. I was kind of considering aviation. Because, yeah, my dad kind of wants to, like, go half with another investor to try to buy an aircraft. So we were looking into the whole cost of it. It's pretty expensive in terms of not just having the craft, but, you know, coordinating flight paths and how many times you need to fly and where you can fly with what aircraft you have. So, unfortunately, we're a little bit far from... No, I think we're good to fly to Florida, because that's like a 2.5-hour flight, I think. But to go any further than that, we're a little bit out of luck on terms of that size of aircraft and its reach. So, yeah, we talked about it for a while, but it's been put on hold. I do still think it would be really cool, though, to fly. I've flown a plane a couple of times, but to actually, like, fly it by myself and take off and land and everything, I've only done that in Microsoft in Flight Simulator. Yo, being a girl in the early 1900s though, like I wouldn't have been able to play sports. I don't know. I can't envision my life before any time period other than now. But in terms of like the early 1900s, with just all the developments in the city, actually the 1700, 1800 era would have been really interesting, with all the architecture and just the style of people and how they acted. I feel like people back then were just so much nicer. I don't know if that's just how we portray it. We kind of romanticize the 18 and 1900s. I mean, literally, like, what year was Pride and Prejudice? When did that take place? Is that early 1900s? Because that's totally a romanticized time period. You don't think about, like, how toilets were back then. Not as nice as today. And how convenient, like, electricity is and stuff. So, to visit, yeah, sure. To live, nah. I'll live in the 21st century. I like it here. You'd probably have to give up Lego to afford flying. Oh, more than that, for sure. It's insane. Your grandpa was a private pilot with a group who owned a plane, and my dad was a pilot in the Air Force and airline pilot. That's really cool. Air Force is definitely something that I would have wanted to do had I gone that route. In college, I thought about doing ROTC. I was kind of discouraged not to, because, like, I just have a huge family, and so being away for a long time is also kind of an issue. But more than that, it was just like I kind of wanted to do sports instead. But yeah, that's super cool. Going into Air Force, being an airline pilot, flying is a really good skill to have, especially now. I feel you just have a little bit more freedom. All right, let's do this 3 more times. Yeah, flying also kind of gives you, like a small plane, there's a kind of an exhilarating factor about it too. It feels so different than just flying in a commercial airplane. And then what's more exhilarating is jumping out of that small plane. I went skydiving once with my sister and one of our best friends, and you kind of forget how cold it is up there. So when they opened that door, and it was a tandem skydive, so I wasn't in any danger. It's totally safe. But yeah, like you get scooted out to the edge and you're just hanging over the edge in a small aircraft strapped to a tandem skydiver. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm willingly doing this. It was very fun, but also there's a lot of pressure on my ears, which I don't think is something that people talk about when they go skydiving, is that it hurts your face. The wind pressure, man. You get these little goggles that aren't flat. They're actually pointed out this way so that the wind breaks up and down over your eyes. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see. And my hair was braided. It was completely unbraided by the time that we landed. More exhilarating than the actual free fall, though, was the parachute. That was hella fun. The parachute was better than any roller coaster I've ever been on. All right, this way. And one back this. So that was pretty dope. Flying in general is so fun. That's why when I see Iron Man just like whipping turns and changing direction, I'm like, inertia. Does he not get vertigo? Andrew, you're an instructor, so you get paid to fly. Dude, that's awesome. You can never go skydiving. It's not for everyone. It's kind of painful, like I said. Flew on commercial, and you've skydived a couple of times? Jay, dude, you're so adventurous. Gets your adrenaline pumping so hard. Yeah, it does. I hear that bungee jumping, though, actually gets your adrenaline pumping even more. My brother-in-law, Andrew, actually said that, like, trying to bungee jump by jumping off backwards is so hard, like, your body won't let you do it. I was like, I don't want to go bungee jumping. Yeah, that's extreme. All right. One step times 4. Complete. I don't feel like I have made much progress, but I have these 4 objects here. There are just still a lot of pieces on this table. And it was a good move to put all of the small ones near me. I second my decision. Oh, I take that back. There's a few that I need. So you just go like this and like that. Okay, all right, got it. It's on your bucket list. What, to fly a plane? So you've already gone skydiving. Oh, bungee jumping? Yeah, technically it's on my bucket list, but I don't plan on dying anytime soon, so I should have some time. No one plans on dying anytime soon. Excuse me. I think I need a drink. Of water. There's quite a few. Boom, boom, boom. It's like when you have multiple cats and you're trying to give them all food. All right, one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Children works too in that analogy. Step is complete. My chair is so squeaky. support. Alrighty. We're on a helicopter twice. Huey Chopper. I've never been in a helicopter. I would love to. That's a whole nother experience. I want to, so apparently someone around here rented a helicopter so that they could jump out of it very low to the water. And they did not only jump out of a helicopter over a lake into the water, but they did so with a wake surfboard behind a wake boat and surfed the wave. And I was like, that's really cool. Invite me next time. I would love that. That would be really, really difficult to actually land in the wake. The wake is not that big. You do not have much margin for error when wake surfing, let alone jumping out of a freaking helicopter. Okay, it's time to plate these. Alright, bring out the Grandmaster Chefs. We are plating the final results of this dinner, which I am hungry for now. But I still have 3 more sides to decorate on these legs to get all the paneling on. But that's what it looks like. That's what we've got. Oops, okay. I will change that setting. Yeah, so we've got one side plated and these others are all very colorful, so. Yay! Page 39 of this book, step 296. Now we have to do some acupuncture. They flipped. Flip to the other side. And place 7 of these. Filling all vacancies. Filling all vacancies. Not quite all of them, though. They put it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, this one's not supposed to be there. There's no other way. I can't get my teeth around it. No. Is there a way to get these out with the brick separator? I've got more hours in a chopper than a fixed wing. Dang. Canadian Army Infantry Reserve for 1.5 years. That's cool. Well done. Helicopters rock. Truth. If I ever stop building Lego, I might be able to afford my own plane. Oh my gosh. How much Lego are you buying? $250,000 of Lego every single year. I cannot get it. Shoot. This is literally in the hardest place possible to actually access. I don't think it's going to work. Nope, it's not going to work. Unless I pop it out from the other side. Maybe I can use my butter knife. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Alright. 7 of them. This one's supposed to be here. Here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that is 7 pins. I wish I could make some 18 plus aircraft set. Lego would make some 18 plus aircraft sets, so I can stop building mocks. Yeah, those are expensive. Are you talking about getting like the military planes and stuff, like Brickmania level? That is so expensive. If Lego could just make more aircraft sets, though, that seems doable. Probably not military, but aircraft seems doable. These remind me of like graphics cards. That's what it is. They're a little bit narrow, but they definitely remind me of graphics cards. My nephew's trying to get all of his parts to build a PC. He already built one PC, and he's been waiting on his graphics card that's been back ordered for months. And so we were looking at PC parts again. So, yeah. Like, they've made graphics cards and RAM and all of these things, like, so pretty by adding lights and... Darn it, I was doing this backwards. Almost just placed that in the wrong spot. It's literally just like metal and circuit boards, but then they package it with like all of this cool colors, and it's like, it's the mortar motherboard with GTX 4000 processor core unit. Anyways, it's good that they've marketed it that way. Otherwise, it would just be so boring. Especially the graphics cards. Like, definitely use gaming content to sell those things. So that's why people are going to buy them. Okay, we finally got all of our pins placed. Set these graphics cards to the side. Wow, there's still a lot of pieces. How long have we been going? I'm starting to feel it. It's been almost 2 hours and 40 minutes already. No wonder I'm starting to feel it. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I don't know if I'm gonna finish this in 3 hours. I think we did 3 hours and 20 minutes last night. I don't know. Depending on how this goes. There's still a good pile of pins here. But this is the last of the yellow, the last of the brown. So we're making progress there. I think this is just the exact same thing, but on the opposite side. It looks like. Yeah, it is. Is this the part where I get quiet and start to speed build through the end? No, it couldn't be that part already. The night is still young. It's 8:30 already. I want to finish watching Thor Ragnarok tonight and edit my video. Because I'm going to get ahead this week. I'm determined to get ahead on my video schedule. Never has it happened ever before. There's just not time. And I also space it out so that I don't make it feel like work. I want to making videos be enjoyable. And I feel like if I try to get ahead or make that the goal ever, then it would just start to become work, and that's not a good strategy. So making YouTube videos is fun for me. I want to keep it that way. Yeah. Surprised Dougie hasn't come up here yet. That either means that he's doing homework or went to bed or something. I doubt he went to bed. No way. It's Saturday night. We got no plans. We stay at home and do the loner dance. I think that's the last of the slopes. Befab, how art thou? You are strong with the force is... I'm one with the force with me. I'm one with the force with me. You shall not ever end. I will end tonight at some point when I finish these legs. Them legs. How's it going, Bfab? You got surgery recently, right? That is scary. You must be, at least somewhat okay if you're online. I think. BFAB, did you just join? Or like, how long have you been lurking there? Because I was totally talking crap about you earlier. I'm just kidding. So clicky. I mostly did all of that from memory. I've got like the brain of an elephant. I'm so good at remembering. What are we talking about? Time to put these on the graphics cards. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's actually a little bit tricky to know like how far to put these on. Also, is this the same side? Or I feel like I put these on the opposite sides. Check, double check. Should be on this side. Oh, I pulled a pin out. Pretty sure it should be on like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Basically just placing it on the opposite side of the other, like, you know, that slope section. Oops. Ah! This is very fragile. Booyah. Okay. We've done it. Have we done it? We've done it. More pins. Give me more pins. What happened? I'm still waiting for my surgery, but painkillers. I'm painkillers up. You're on painkillers. Painkillered up. Did I miss something? This goes here. I thought you were supposed to get on Wednesday. Why is it so delayed? So I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, my arm just cracked. Oh no, did I do something wrong? This does not seem promising. I'm worried. I feel like these two magento pieces are supposed to be on the same plane, and this one is not. I've done this on all four of them as well. At least I'm consistent. This is the part where I have to fix problems. Yep, they are supposed to be on the same plane. Does that mean that I just put this on upside down? I think this can be an easy fix. I think it can be. I have no idea how to pull these apart. Criminy! Oh, jeez. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube right now. Because I stuck these on. Those are just... To get these undone, I have to get... Okay. I didn't expect that to come up. Bro, this is a process. How did this get flipped upside down? This is a question I ask myself often. Boop, 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 boop. We will solve this. We will fight. Yeah, at some point, this was just supposed to get turned upside down. Get flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute to sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. That sounded like something broke. That was just very snappy. I miss these little flip around signs every time. That's what I forgot to do. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And this goes back on, and then this goes back on. Because otherwise these probably would not connect to the rest of the leg if I did not correct that. That is corrected now on 1 of 4. And then just double checking with the magenta up that it goes like this. It does. It's fine. We're fine. Just fast forward a little bit until I fix the other 3. We're fine. It's absolutely fine. Dink. Dink. This always falls off. Can't imagine trying to fix this if I didn't build it though. That comes off, and this comes off, that comes off, this comes off, and we simply need to turn this around. Is that what I did? Is that what I did? Oopsies. Didn't quite. Yeah, okay, oops. I forgot to put these actually on the bottom right here. That makes so much more sense because that clicks it in on the other side. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There was 12 beds available, so the guide lied to me. I don't know when my surgery's. What the heck? BFAB. Yeah, prayers with you. Praying for you. Thank you for posting that, Jay. How do I fast forward? Sorry, Andrew, I have to just wait a minute. But yeah, BFAB, I hope that things work out. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Shoot, I just put something upside down. Okay, fortunately this is a pretty easy fix. That's pretty easy. That's actually not that secured. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be in there. I'm pretty sure. Are they? Just putting like random pins in. No way, man. Did I forget to put pins in there? Surely there ought to be more pins in there. Let's just put more pins in there. Okay, I'll check. Yeah, they're supposed to be. They keep flipping this thing upside down and sideways. It's driving me nuts. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be lots of pins in here. That would have been great, having all of those extra pins lying around. One more here. to here. Is that all the higher up it will go now? That's because it's supposed to go this way. All right, this one's officially fixed. And I can put the rest of the pins in for this one. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one. Okay. I spent the last 20 minutes trying to unlock my computer. I really forget my passwords. Oh my gosh. Dude, one time I just completely forgot. Like, I spaced a password that I use every single day at work to log into one of the systems. And, like, to this day, I can't remember what it was. And I was like, how does one just forget a password that they used every day for, like, a year? Yeah, I rarely forget my passwords, too. But when it happens, you feel like, what the heck? There we go, there we go. I'm just becoming very familiar with how this set is built so that, you know, I could build it again with my eyes closed. Alright, that's 2. Oh, just kidding, I've got to put the covers on. It's like, I'm naked. Oh, this one's missing pins on this side as well. I think when it says to like put the pins in, it actually wants you to put pins in both sides, but it doesn't show it. So I'm like, wait a second. There we go. This is the inspection part. See, it's a really easy fix. I just put something in upside down. So it's all too fitting for me to have put something in upside down. You have to line up these axles though. Just getting all the problems solved right now. Making a few more. Why is this being so stubborn? Booyah. It's 2. page. Ay, ay, ay. Lining up pins and axles, man. Ugh. I think I really just forced that. Okay, if you fast forwarded, this is the part of the show where you come back in because we are now where we were moments ago, but with the corrected orientation of a very particular piece. Yes. Putting in the last of the pins for this page and going on to the next one, on to the next one. Okay, that was tedious. Whoa! Don't you just love Lego Technic? I do. I really do. I sure do. I'm thinking of getting the Ferrari. Got the Lambo and the Bugatti. Dang, Jay's got sick cars just filling up his garage right now. Gotta have a showroom for those. My dad loves it. I don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it. Yeah, I get ya. And the Range Rover. The Range Rover actually seems like kind of a cool one. I kind of wanted to get the Wrangler for my brother because he drives a Wrangler, but then he can put it together because it's Technic. This is so many minifigure stands. Holy cow. Beautiful. Think all organized over there. Now we're flying. Look at this progress we're making. We have something again. Little lollipops. Bought the Land Rover. Love the color. Just haven't built it yet. Finished it last night. The Wrangler. Not that big, but it's beautiful. Good to hear. Good to hear. Because I think my mom actually got it for Daddy for Christmas already. So. One for you, and one for you, and one for you. When you can't get a piece on, do you push harder? It's generally what I do. Then it like snaps on. Yeah, I just realized it doesn't actually say to do these things like ×4. So you have to know that at the beginning of this box, the very beginning, that you have to do all the legs ×4. Like, it seems kind of intuitive, but I could see how people could miss that, because I think Tech might have missed that. 4, 2, use 2 of these? Yeah, there's more. Wait, what? These are the 4s. That's gonna be the leg cover right there. when I'm finished with this, those legs are going to be covered. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, good news. I remembered my password, but it's so basic I'm embarrassed. Play the eye of the tiger, it will pump you up and build faster. Sometimes we think too hard and not the obvious. Oh my gosh. Eye of the tiger. I'll think the song in my head. It's already pumping me up a little bit. This is it, boys. Once we get to the end of this bag, then we go and eat. I love when food becomes a reward. It's like a reward. I wonder how much time it would take just to build one leg. Probably not much less than it takes to build all four. Geez, I gotta put all these little circles on now. These are really cool little details. Oh, nice. You know, I kind of thought that they were going to have like slightly different designs for the front legs and the back legs. But this is actually just a lot faster and more efficient, so totally fine with the way that it is like this. Like this. Oh no, the song's ending. It's not a very long song. Or at least I don't know very much of it. This is a lot of plated tiles. Sorry. Must be choking on the dryness of this air. There it is. Just gotta keep organizing the parts until you find them. Oh, sweet, we get to add these on now. Oh. This is smart to help hold the whole thing together. Ah. Look at that. Dude, I can't wait to put these on to the dog, the big part of the dog. I can actually see like the end of this phase. Like I can see the piles of pieces getting sorted out. There's not just a big pile of mess any longer. Where's that last one? It's still a little bit of a mess. I found it. Literally came down to the last pieces that I was sorting. Found it. Boop, boop. See? They're all sorted now. Oh, what are we building these big ankles out here for? Because they need more ball joints. Who's from North Dakota? Doing great, thank you. I woke up surrounded by organic candy canes and don't remember how they got there. Oh my gosh. When all the pretty colors disappear, you know you're getting closer to finishing the build. That's so true. You're logged in now. Liquid Courage, oh boy. Getting the AT-AT for Christmas. ND Brick Productions, you're going to love it. It's such an awesome build so far. I tried getting the AT-AT in Orlando yesterday. All sold out. No! What time did you get there? That's so unfortunate. My Lego store had a ton of AT-ATs. Honestly, they had quite a few at the Lego store I went to as well. They had 16. They might have even had a few more in the back. But all the ones on the floor got wiped out within the first hour for sure. Not to mix too much. Located in the Midwest. Oh, ND. Yeah, I went to the one in Illinois. Orland. Wait, did you go to Orland Square? Is that what you meant? Because you put Orlando, I think. Near Montreal. Yep. Night shift is over. Bedtime. Hey, Leonidas of Sparta. Thank you for joining. And have a good night. Thanks for joining. Weston? Weston, what's up? Hello, Weston. Joining in here at this pivotal hour as we pivot onto the last few pages. Oh my gosh, we're literally pivoting onto the feet. We're connecting. Oh my gosh, I'm about to feel so connected right now. What are all these other pieces though? I feel like there's not that many pages left. Oh, we still have a bunch of plating for the inner parts, I think. Oh my gosh. And then we connect the legs and then plate even further. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So this gets connected to this. There's gears on the bottom. What? What does this do? Oh my gosh, they connect in the frickin' middle. And you can go like this. The gears, they're connecting. This is so cool, guys. Oh my gosh. This connects in the middle, and there's two, you can't see it, there's two black gears in there, and it's rotating on the teeth. This is really cool. It doesn't move too much, though, actually. I'm overextending it. It just rotates from here to here. That's really all the rotation it has. Pretty good, though. Like, up here, it'll be like, whoa! It's plenty of leverage. All right, so how do we then connect these now that it's in? Just this single pin. Dang. Now I see why we didn't put any plating on this side. And then that pin also, the ball joint also acts like as stopper. So it's right in front of the microphone. It acts as a stopper, so it's only going to rotate that much. And then you have this, it does kind of act as a supporter, but it's also just for the accuracy. Oh my gosh! That leg is huge! I think I'm going to have to display this thing like right next to me for the first few weeks. Let's get these other legs connected. This is so epically cool. Bro. So large. I don't even have enough room over here. This is so cool. Okay, we have the legs. I think it's supposed to be the inner that's still got for these. Boom, 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 for these. It's like towering already a little bit. So I got like, there's like a shadow from the legs. Sometimes it's easier to pick the pieces up and smash them together than it is to press down on a table. It's definitely clickier though, because I'm forcing them together. More wings. Oh boy, we're coming down to the last of it. Once I get this panel done, it's connecting time. They're so big I can't even see my chat. Danny, did you go to Illinois to get your AT? Yes, I did. What time tomorrow? Gotta get going. Let's do tomorrow same time, 6 o'clock p.m. Yeah, I think that should be fine, because then I'll still be able to get to bed at like the right time for work on Monday. But yeah, let's do that. But heading out. So thank you, Andrew, for joining. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. 2020 AT's legs are really wobbly, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I have that one actually just right up there. It's terrible. Yeah, there's literally no other way they could have done this than using like stationary gears that have to be like manually rotated. Oh my gosh, our playbacks are at 666. Let's get some more playbacks up in here so that we're not on that number. Also, let's get up to 50 likes if we can. We had like 30 people in here earlier. That's crazy. That's awesome. What's next? Ooh. Oh, wow. I've never seen these plates used like that to bridge the gap in here like this. These just fit on so perfectly. 2 of them to create 6 across. Is that 8 across? Yeah, that's 8 across. Anyways, that looks really good. It's like, who thought of what parts could be used in this model? It's so huge. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing what they've done here. This goes across. Uh-oh, someone's on Discord. Just that, okay. There's still so many pieces. I'm like, we're coming down to it. But I think this is the last step before we connect. Let's see. Put the legs on. Oh, no, there's one more step. We gotta put these on. Oh, I almost forgot these. Don't forget these. geez, these are in the middle. It's a little bit hard to place. Placing studs in between 4 studs is hard. Can't believe they've done this to me. Ouch. That worked. Use the brick separator. Oh man, I'm getting my fingerprints on these perfectly glossy pieces. Gonna have to polish the legs later. Don't want my thumb to have flashbacks to building the Sith art. Booyah. Thought I broke that for a second. Alrighty. These. Are there enough? I feel like 2 more studs could go in there. Yeah, there is studs on the other ones. Oops. Not quite. Go. There we 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 go. These are mahoosive. Oopsies. Drop test video. Beef out. There will be no such thing from this channel. Last step before we attach. And it's 4 of these. Super easy. Yeet. Yeet. I think that's where some more of those pins go. Oops. Tossing pins. I think this might be the part where Emmosaurus had a pile of blue pins left over. I think I might have a few pins left over. How did I not put pins on any of them here? Oh my gosh, so tedious. One at a time. I think these are supposed to go. Did that just lock in place? No, it's this side. What? What? This can still turn. Once I place this on, it doesn't turn anymore. I'm confused. It's quite possible I put that one on the back side as well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Should be oriented up and down though. And the gear should be on the front. So these are right. This one's backwards. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna do that strategy of like where we fix this later. I'm just questioning this one at the moment. If this is on the wrong side, then this is on the wrong side. Whose side are you on? Wow. No, this is right. I'm sweating a little bit. I really don't want to have to do any rework on this one. I think I just put the panel on the wrong side. But then why is this acting like this? Something is not right. But we are going to make it right. Why aren't those actually sticking in properly? Oh. Guys, I'm just like constantly trying to fix things. That's when you know. That's when you know. It's time to go eat some food. Got that. That all looks correct to me. And this panel gets put on the seat. What's wrong with that? Oops, that doesn't go on there yet. It's all good. It's all good. We're getting this. I think I literally, oh my word, I literally just put it upside or inside out kind of thing. Yeah, I think that might be what I did. I think so. I think that looks right. This is the part where I start to doubt myself again. Because these rotate. Here's the issue. This one's not rotating. Why is not rotating? And how do I only have one problematic child? Blows my mind what I'm capable of sometimes. Is it literally just these? Yeah, this should rotate. Which means, oh my gosh, are you serious? This needs to be on the other side. Blows my mind. That's all I needed to do. Alright, crisis averted. Boy, sure made you guys wait, didn't I? Now it is time to assemble the Avengers in my sweatpants. Biggest sweatpants I own. Okay. How do you put this on without... Oh, I knocked off one of those pieces again. It's the worst placement ever. Okay, that's just gonna stay there. I do not like some of the underside of this. It's so fragile. Apparently, these are supposed to go on the inside. And they're connected by 2 pins. Is it? I can't believe it's just trusting me to do this. Like, there's not much instruction here. It also, this panel is overlapping. Is that supposed to be? Or is this supposed to, like, be up higher? Hold on. This is not on there very good. Ay. What the heck? Like, can you give us a better shot of what this is supposed to look like when you're putting these 2 pieces together? Like, these are massive pieces. The room for error is unreal. Because that did not feed. Oh my gosh, I don't want to balance that on only 2 studs. Like, I could snap these studs off right now. I'm a little upset about this particular spot in the instructions. This is not safe. I hope it doesn't matter which way is which. 'Cause you're supposed to, like, literally put this pins together. I don't trust this. This is so tall. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to work on it from here? Wow. Yeah, these panels don't seem right. can't even like lock it all the way in with these panels on. I feel like these inner panels need to be up higher. Is that what it is? I'm gonna need to look. This is insanity. This is so tall. It's still got some wobble to it, see? But it's locked in with those gears, so it ain't gonna fall over, right? Whoa, why is this totally loose? Oh yeah, these are still loose until they actually get connected and tightened, so it could fall over right now. So long as there's pressure though, I don't think it's going to fall over. Because the screws lock into the gears. So, like I said, if there's pressure on it, it will not fall over. I can't say. Dripple, you got here just in time to watch me connect the legs. It's insane. My money's on Danny for what I shall win. Using my charisma to do a drop test, I shall win. Drippling, Danny is stomp on a technical oopsie. Yeah, I was stuck on it. Well, I'm still unsure if I need to actually look a little bit closer to see what is going on here, because it doesn't give you any close-up of these connections, except for the fact that this, I think that does fit. Okay, no, there isn't any issue here. It just seemed really close. Yeah, I guess the best way to do that is just to put all 4 feet down and just set it on top. Interesting. This one is the problem child and not the other 3. Am I sure that this one is this leg? The other? I don't know. It's fine now. That's all I know. So I still think there should be a closer up shot on the instructions for that, because that's intense, man. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to the rest of my build over here. I'm gonna have to move this guy. Oh, I can give him a pat now. Good boy. Just set that there for now. This is insanity. 8. Oh, it's actually telling me to do 8 of them now. All of them. And then these. Boy, this is awfully far away too. I don't even see where these go. I think it's on the other side. Basically fill in all the vacancies. Is it then supposed to be flush with the rest? I think that's what it is. I have to just trust the force on this one. Yeah, it's big, it's beautiful, it's insane. What are we at now? Oh my gosh, 3 hours 40 minutes to build the legs. Holy crud. Where do the other 4 of these go? On both sides. That's how. Right. I'm gonna have to like walk around this. How did the Danny get to the other side of the AT-AT? She walked. It's so big. That's half. 8 of these. 8 of these. Oh boy, I gotta build 4 more panels. And that is it. I do have a pile of blue pins left over. No idea where these go. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I don't know where that goes. Just means I outsmarted the designers. Let's go on the backs of the legs. It's hard to tell which side's the back. What, like this? Here? Well, I 8 of them on the front sides as well. Again, like, can we get another photo, please? I'm just guessing where these go at this point. Those are stuck off. Boy, these instructions now. Kind of suck. Dude, this is so... They're like half a stud off because it's connecting to the blue pins so they can kind of go on in different ways, but I'm not so sure of the placement here. So again, you cannot tell from the instructions. That works though, so we'll go with that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's a difficult angle. Why would I do that to myself? Oh man, you cannot pick it up like that. Okay, that was easy. Cool. That was easy. Out of all the instructions, I'd say this would be the one exception where having some words might actually be helpful. This is a little bit confusing. Probably a little too tired. Need a breather. Yeah, I'm almost done though. I have these last few plates. Yo, where did these go? These all have caps. When did I use another 4 of those? I'm almost done. Just need to put all the pieces in that I missed. Oh, it just stacks 2 of them on these outer ones, which makes sense. Gotta make them beefier. one plate's not enough. Gotta double up the plates. Can't have any of that single ply. Last 4 plates. Then we done with this tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's doing this like in the opposite order that it had me do the very similar panels for the other. Just to switch it up a little bit. And when you do everything times 4, it uses a lot of pieces really fast. Dude, we're so close now. We're so close now. Oopsies. Really? Just that? It's kind of fragile. A lot of things about this are kind of fragile. More fragile than I'd like. Wow, I never thought we'd get to the bottom of bag 7 until right now. So many pieces. Alright, now is where I find out where the rest of those blue pins were supposed to go. No, this just goes in like that. Oh snap! Covering up the last spots. Covering up these last 2 orange spots. Orange and gray is getting covered up with, or orange and white getting covered with gray. Oh my gosh. That's it, guys. That's it. We did it. That is all of bag 7. Congratulations. I need to figure out where all these 12 pins go. Suspicious to just get here right as I finish bag 7. Okay, we're just going to set those to the side for now. I'll look into it. And please fix my problems. Wow. Check this thing out. Just look at it. He's like leaning a little bit. It's kind of scary. Okay, those are pretty well locked in place now. Some of this undercarriage, though, is a little loose. Some of these pieces can fall off pretty easily, which I don't love. That one's loose, but it's actually in place, so it's kind of funny. Well, that is it for tonight, guys. We finished the feet, which are beautiful. The legs, which they work. The gears stay in place. I'm just looking at it. I wonder if anything will go there. Yeah, the gears keep them staying in place. They're skinny enough, but yet sturdy. We've got all the like hydraulic things on the sides. It's really cool. I am exactly. This is going to take a little. Woo! Yes, Juan. This is going to take a little. This is part 2 of 4 because there's 4 boxes inside. I have the rest of the boxes behind me in the dark that you can see right here in the dark. What was this, like a 4-hour, just shy of 4 hours, and I think we did like 3 hours 20 minutes yesterday, so we're already like 7.5 hours in just to get this right here. And the belly, I think, is going to take a while. There's a lot more interior details. VO2 Max, FedEx says my AT-AT is expected to arrive tomorrow, but Lego hasn't confirmed or something. I hope. Yeah, if it gets there tomorrow, that's awesome. Then you can start building with me. Mr. Blue, congrats. Thank you. Awesome build so far. That's going to be a monster once it's finished. Can't wait to get mine. Yes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I cannot express how cool this is so far. I do wish there was a little bit closer of an instructions shot putting these legs together. because everything's in gray and it starts to get really hard to see. But this is an 18 plus set. And now we have the, go from 2 to 3. So this is completely finished. All these manuals have the Imperial logo, this new insignia that I think they're going to be using on like all the 2022 marketed packaging. So that's cool. And then all the packaging has the section that you're working on highlighted. So this matches the box art, which you can kind of see right back there. It matches perfectly. So that's really cool. And then they have the numbering system up here in the corner. So these lights light up as you go. So now we have 2 done. Here's 1. 1 was a lot thicker of a book, but this one just repeated everything 4 times, so it was just as hard. But it's different material. The ones that are thicker are like bound differently. This one's bound by staples, and it feels like just a printed pamphlet, whereas this feels like an actual cover page. But yeah, that's 1 and 2 done. I wish this wasn't stapled now. It kind of feels weird. It's different. What is this? Is this a premium product? No, it's all good. So we're ending it here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We are going to be back on tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for part 3. Since we're going into the week, I'll have to see if I can do Monday night as a way to finish it up. That's like 4 streams back to back. I probably will, because I don't think I want to go like all week and not build the head of the AT-AT and just watch a headless dog sit on a shelf. Like, I don't think I want that. So greetings from Mexico. Thank you for joining from Mexico. That's awesome. I think you're my first one from Mexico. But yeah, I am working on some other videos, the Titanic video and the Nintendo Entertainment System video. I've got a nice hyperlapse for that, and I'll get some review videos out this week. Tuesday, Thursday are the days I usually post, and if not Tuesday, Thursday, then Wednesday, Friday, so I get 2 videos out each week. You're so good at this stuff. Lego should hire you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Actually, the Black Friday video that I did, my brother was even like, wow, Danny, this sounds great. And I was like, oh my gosh, thanks, Dougie. He's like complimenting me. It was really nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of you out there that watches the streams and my videos and supports the channel. We had several channel members on this evening. Jay Jax, of course, has been a channel member from the beginning. Anybody that has the red 2x2 Lego brick next to their name, like Mr. Blue, have been channel members for 2 months, actually. So if you'd like to become a channel member and support the channel, there is a join function. You can join for 99 cents a month, which is a stud bob level, and then it goes up from there to be a brick bob and a UCS ultimate clutch supporter. You absolutely do not have to, but if you wanted to, that is a way that you can support the channel. I've also put some affiliate links in the description below of all the sets that I myself purchased this week to stock up on, since everything is pretty much 20% off on Amazon. Just for convenience, I have it linked down there below. This viewfinder thing will be gone next time we stream, and you'll also notice that I have a 1080p output, as well as dual channel audio. So I have fixed a couple of things that have been problematic in the past. So I appreciate everyone for hanging in there as I learn on the fly. But we are closing shop down tonight. He's going to take a rest. He's going to have to stand all night and for the rest of eternity, so he's got to get used to it. But again, thank you all so much for joining. We'll see you back at it tomorrow night. I have the Speed Champions McLaren. I'm glad to hear it, Juan, that you have the Speed Champions McLaren. And hope to see you tomorrow night as we build part 3 of the UCS AT-AT. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. Have a great night. Bye.